veil where the stars don't gleam. Angel whispers stop breaking the dream. He rises from ashes and flame, bound by fate to reclaim his name. Sin and won't consume, like it right through the endless gloom. The way of eternal light cuts through the veil of night. For the kingdom, for the fight, we rise with the blade of eternal light. Winds howl fail, cross through the veil of night. For the kingdom, for the fight, we rise with the blade of eternal light. Winds howl fierce, cross the shattered land. Demons tremble at the hero's stand. Through forest deep and mountains high, the fire within will never die. Ancient runes, they guide the way to the dawn of a brighter day. The blade of eternal light cuts through the veil of night. For the kingdom, for the fight, we rise with the blade of eternal light. Winds howl fierce, cross the shattered land. Demons tremble at the hero's stand. Through forest deep and mountains high, the fire within will never die. Cuts through the veil of night. For the kingdom, for the fight, we rise with the blade of eternal light. Eternal light. In this shadowed realm where the stars don't gleam, ancient whispers start breaking the dream. The hero rises from ashes and flame, bound by fate to reclaim his name. Steel in hand, the night won't consume, a beacon bright through the endless gloom. A blade of eternal light cuts through the veil of night. For the kingdom, for the fight, we rise with the blade of eternal light. Winds howl fierce, cross the shattered land. streaked and torn, a legend born, a world reborn. Blades collide, the heavens scream, through fire and steel, we chase the dream. Wings of eternal flame, we soar through the storm, through the war. Light the fires, break the chains, forever bound by the dragon's veins. Loves collide, the heavens scream, through fire and steel, we chase the dream. Wings of eternal flame, we soar through the storm, through the war, through the war. Like the fires, break the chains, forever bound by the dragon's veins. Mountains quake beneath our stride, destinies clash, none can hide. Another fire, a vow of steel, the ancient runes, the truth revealed. Rivers of wrath, oceans of light, we rise to fight in endless night. Rings of eternal flame, we soar through the storm, through the war, through the war. Like the fires, break the chains, forever bound by the dragon's veins. Wherever bound by the dragon's veins. Wherever bound by the dragon's veins.
Woo! Happy Friday, how y'all doing? I'm just hanging out today, man. I didn't really have anything planned. I guess Rob's out of town. Not a whole lot going on otherwise, except for verbal combat if you're into people screaming at each other for no reason. Which I'm not. So I figured I'd just hang out here for a little bit and do some stupid video games. And maybe hang out in the Discord if you guys want to hang out in the Discord. About all I got. Oh yeah, Abe. Good stuff. I think I do kind of want to talk to you a little bit about the D&D things, but that shit goes off the rail really quick because there's a lot of things that I didn't make up tied to your backstory that are a lot deeper than I thought they were. What's up, Bandit? It's good to see you. But that's it. I think the Order of the Gauntlet is going to be escorting the Lion Shield Costers shipment down the road, and you guys are going to run into them. That's a good way to play that. But, you know, only you will know what that means. Okay, so, at least I hope so. What can we say? Abe is a deep lore. Yeah, that's true. Well, especially when you start getting, like, vampire hunters involved. But yeah, man. I don't know. Minecraft is deceptively complex. So like one of my buddies, I guess it was about a year ago, I got Ranger into it a little bit. Well, he showed some interest and I tried to help him out. And I ran a server for a little bit for us. And he was very surprised at how deep and complicated the game can actually be. But one of the things they just added was the stupid happy gas thing, where these guys, these ghasts, are like these big blimpy things. They're normally enemies and they shoot fireballs at you, but that's in the Nether. If you take them into the overworld, you can turn them into pets. So I have one of those. I didn't think I was going to get that update, but that was pretty cool. Nope. Oh, it captured my mouse. I do have a way to add a little thingy here. Yeah, that thingy. That'll work. Then I usually turn the music off because it's like super chill. Like the music is like way fucking chill. Like put you to sleep chill. I can keep my silly AI stuff going in the background. Which one is Jack Black? Well, not me. I'm an old wizard. But I built this whole mansion, man. I think I've probably showed this to at least a couple of you guys before, but I designed this for 4 players, actually. There's like a kitchen and then a place to do auto smelting over here. And then it's a big old storeroom. There's a basement with a bunch of stuff down in there. And then there's 4 bedrooms upstairs. And there's like a map room and an enchanting room over there. But that's not all. I built the castle and I built this whole town out there to go with it. So every bedroom has access to a tower. Right? Like I was thinking, like if I could get this onto a server, this would be really cool as a multiplayer map. There's my happy ghast. Yeah. But yeah, I built that whole big ass mansion and I built this whole town and now I'm building another town out there. So. And there's like machines that you can build to generate resources in Minecraft. I have like every single one of those that you can imagine. Lava, fucking mud, clay. There's a stone generator and a basalt generator. And then there's a few of these XP farms scattered around all over the place. If you look at what I did on top of this, it's like a yarn sort of sculpture of a skeleton head. Because it's a skeleton farm. So. Never played this. It always looked like work. It can be. But once you get everything built, it's kind of fun. You're sort of designing your own game out of it. But what I wanted to do in here was expand this out to an enchanting room. Because it's really good to have an XP farm right next to an enchanting room. But I had to build all this too. So I don't know if you can see it. It's really dark in there. There's a spawner and there's a room full of water. The water rushes them into a channel that rushes them into this bubble tube. And then they go up the bubble tube. There's another channel that turns them over to this hole. They fall down the hole and take some damage. And then when I go to hit them, they basically have 1 HP left. So I just wait for it to fill up with 25 skeletons and then whack them one time. And they all die. You can hang your chain and ball gags. It's not a... It's kind of a dungeon, I guess. But it's not a sex dungeon, Wobbly, okay? There's no sex in the game. Unfortunately. Depending on who you are, you know. But let me think. To do this, I have to do some digging and plan out where the doorway is going to be, which I think is going to be here, not there. And then we need an enchanting table and a bunch of bookcases, which is going to require tons of leather and tons of what? Paper. Sugarcane for the paper. But kabow! And they dump all their shit, and most of it's trash at this point. I have so many arrows and so many freaking bits of armor and bone that I don't need any of that. I just throw it away. There's a little trash can over here. I was using snowballs to feed the ghast earlier. Yeah, let's get this dug out and figure out what it's gonna be here. Okay. I'll get rid of that, and then diggy diggy hole. I think we're gonna take this out and just put that back. Like that. Well, not like that. Hold on. Oh, this is weird because it's a lateral texture. I have to place it correctly. Like that. I guess I could do it off the top. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, cool. Now this is all tough in here. I don't want that. That looks dumb. Okay. There we go. Okay, one more this way. Then, if I remember correctly, the enchanting table itself only takes up 1 spot, but then I need a gap on all four sides or of it, and then put up bookcases, like 2 high. What's up, I'm a god? Good to see you. Heyo, Aerocor and Smoke Spaceman, Balzonian 69. Oh boy, Minecraft. Yeah, that's right. I'll show you something cool in a minute. I have a ton of cool stuff. But... Alright. And I don't know, I've been working on this world like an erroneous amount of time. I kind of just like hanging out in my village that I built. It's getting to the point that, I don't think that was the right one. It's hard for me to like discover stuff. Because I've actually traveled so far out into the world and generated all of it. As soon as you explore an area, that sort of sets it in stone in the game. Otherwise, it uses a lot of RNG and randomnality to decide what the world looks like. But as soon as you visit there, that's it. It's not going to generate it again. There we go. Right now I'm just trying to get the ceiling and the floor right in here. And then I'll go get parts to put everything together. I think I have what I need, for sure. We might need to go find some obsidian. That's kind of a pain in the ass. But I tend to use a lot of it. Alright. Let's see what we got back at the castle. Oh yeah, these guys are ready to go too. Got a whole bunch of experience, and we can get rid of a lot of this stuff. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. I don't really need the tough either, but I guess I'll take it. Alright. Back up the tube. Yeah. We'll be alright. Nothing can actually get inside the castle walls. And I have a wall for this out here. This is gonna be like a little, like a poor man's village out here. But I haven't built the wall yet. I just marked out where it's supposed to be. So that's on the to-do list too. I did design one though. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's okay. We'll check that out later. I hate creepers. Alright. I mean, I have a really good bow, but I just hate dealing with them. Yeah, man, this is like, I built a church, and then there's a mud farm right there, and there's a bunch of these little random houses stuffed all over the place, so they have some place to sleep, and villagers actually wander around. I built out this little town square where I trapped a bunch of them in these booths, so they look like merchants. For some reason, even though they're villagers, they don't know how to open a gate. So that's how you trap them in there. It's another random house. This one is a chicken cooker, I think. Yeah, so it spits out chickens every once in a while and cooks them with lava. That's pretty cool. This guy's a Fletcher, and he has a practice range out here, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So if you shoot one of these things, it lights up. Is that supposed to be flaming? It is. Oh, I guess the rain put it out. That's funny. Alright, then up here's a villager breeder. So that's how I get my villagers. I just make those two guys, or whatever, people screw each other, and then the baby pops out down there, and then this thing spits out a minecart. And they're on a minecart track, and I can take them wherever I want them to go. So right now I've got it prepped to send people out to the other village out there, through this wall right here. But I haven't sent anybody out there yet because I didn't finish the freaking wall. So that's, you know, that's number one, is we gotta do the wall. Let me see here. Where would obsidian be? Right here. Okay. That's not a lot. I think it might be enough, but let's see. I only need 3. Okay. in one book. That's not that bad. Yeah, but then there's all the bookcases and stuff. All right. Here we go. 3 diamonds. I don't really need this toughness stuff. That can all just go in here. All right. Book. Right. That would be over here. So this is basically what I'm building. I just wanted to be down in the skeleton farm. So I'm making another one. Man. All right. Whoa. Did not mean to do that. What do we need? 3 of these? Just take 6 just to make sure. That should be everything for that. And then bookcases. So how do we make a bookcase? I think we need 3 books. Shelf, whatever. Yeah, 3 books. And some wood. Okay. So for this, I'm probably just going to want to make the paper and the leather myself. That's a lot of books. I need something like 9 or 15 bookcases. Okay. Oh, and then there's like Bob's Steak Burgers over at the front. He cooks the cows, so that's always fun. All right, well, I do some of the mundanity that is this. Let me see if I can.
She caught the eye of Carvrus Morkrell, an ambitious Entrim mage of middling rank and power. She spurned him, then publicly slew him in a spell duel, and so came to the attention of Manshun.
Okay, so let's do it this way. I have to do it a little bit differently. Is that the right one? No. This one is. Okay. Yeah, cool. Alright, so this guy is named Ed Greenwood. He's a great lore master of D&D stuff. So one of the things that happened recently when we brought in a new character to Dragonfly Spire Peak is I let him do a bunch of stuff he wasn't supposed to do. I talked to him about that. And he was trying to, like, I don't know, it's like he didn't completely get what some of the stuff was actually on about. So what I wanted to do was, okay, so what, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do 3 things at once. My mind is trugging. What he wanted to do was to be chaotic evil, and I was like, no, can't do that. There's a few reasons why. Because first of all, that would align you with many of the party's enemies, and at the first chance that you get, you should abandon the party and flip on them. And I'm like, I didn't want to do that. He's like, oh, come on, man, this how I am, though. I had like 2 players say that to me. One for the main campaign and one for the second campaign that's being spun up. And I'm like, no. There's a lot of reasons why. So what this video from Ed Greenwood is talking about is one of the leaders of the Zentarum, which is, sort of adjacently related to our campaign. We have a villain that is a Zentarum assassin trying to go after Magnus, and there's that lady in the Phandalin Miners Exchange, who is an agent of the Zentarum. She's kind of a low ranking on the totem pole kind of person, but she's part of the Zentarum too. So, this is about one of the top echelon leaders of the Zentarum, who is lawful evil. Not even chaotic evil, they're lawful evil. And I thought there were some interesting key points to her backstory that would help explain my sentiment about not letting players do chaotic evil, which is even freaking worse. Okay. And I guess what it is really is people are just trying to make a meme out of it and have fun with it, you know, and just be funny. But it's like alignment is not a meme. It's like your moral compass in the way that you make decisions as a character in the world. It's really how your role play should be governed, is whatever your alignment is. That's why it's important.
Dark Talon. Many have heard of Lady Alicia of the Zhentarim,
All right, anyway.
but few alive today have seen her and
What do we got?
survived.
What do we got?
The birth name of this never-married, lawful evil, tall, blonde, human female wizard is Norvar Alicia Harl Tarlin. But in daily use, everyone shortened her given name to Alicia. The eldest child of hard-working, giftless merchant parents, her mother, Marithra, was a dyer, and her father, Oralzar Harl Tarlin, a wealthy, successful metals exporter and many goods importer. From birth, on the 12th of Myrtle in 1346 DR, Alicia was a strong-willed, stubborn, ambitious child with a powerful gift. She had a wild talent for temporarily dazing people she could lock gazes with, and used this to murder her two younger brothers.
Yeah. So she killed her younger brothers. Okay, when she was a kid.
By pushing them off high balconies while
She had some strange magical ability where she can take over people's minds and bodies just by staring at them.
they were enthralled. This gift frightened several of her father's business partners she used it on when they sought to cuff her for spitting at them, and when Alicia's father grew suspicious of her uses of this power, and it grew strong enough that she could fleetingly induce muscle lock in others she could stare into the eyes of, so they couldn't wield weapons or continue with actions they'd begun.
I think that's something that happens if you actually face her in a campaign. Like, she can stop you from drawing your weapon. This woman is crazy and awful. That's what I'm trying to get across. And she's not even the worst kind of alignment. She's not. And let me pop this out. I can pop this out. And I'll pop this one out too. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that.
She ended his life in the same way as she'd served her brothers. Then she browbeat her mother into hiring wizards as tutors, for Alicia behaved towards them as a smilingly servile, smitten with them and adoring little girl, so they suspected nothing of her ruthless, murderous nature, and easily mastered all they could teach her. Alicia then used spells and drugs to render her mother wandering-witted, locked her up in inner rooms, and took control of the Tarlin finances and family compound, which she greatly enlarged by purchasing adjacent properties and extending the compound walls to enclose them, and then joining them with long connecting stone hallways lined with storage rooms, guest chambers, and...
So in other words, having a big ass mansion, you know, where her and her brothers and her mother all lived before she killed them all, wasn't good enough. She had to expand it into a gigantic fucking fortress.
servants' quarters. Today, in 1498 DR, the result
yeah.
is rebuilt.
Sometimes I play chess. I am not super great at chess, but I know the rules. Okay. And then like that, and then like that, and that. No, just one. Just one. There. Okay. Oh, I hate you so much sometimes. You know what? Okay. Almost. We need two more.
Built and free of all damage, Warren of linked grand buildings, plus a separate large stables, a coach house, a bakehouse, and a tall, slender lantern tower used to illuminate the courtyard and enable dragon and other aerial steeds to land and take off.
All right, sweet. That'll do it.
It stands in Zentelkeep's inner quarter, fronting on Worm's Way. Alicia has a natural aptitude for magical experimentation and tinkering, so she grasps new spells and ways of varying existing ones rapidly and almost instinctively. She's a superb actor in full control of her eyes, face, and voice at all times, and she has an excellent memory and habitually pays attention to small details. She understands human nature and her place within the power structures of both Zentelkeep and the Zentrim, and so is lawful, using unwritten rules, laws, and regulations to her advantage and avoiding wild or maverick behavior. She briefly used Vorant's Vagabonds, an evil adventuring band out of Tantris, to acquire the spellbooks of wizards in the vast these adventurers had murdered, and then she slaughtered and burned to ash all of the vagabonds to silence them forever. When she caught the
Yeah. Killing people she agrees to work with after they've fulfilled their terms. You know? Like, these are not fun people to be around. Like, that's what I was trying to get across, really. What's up, Dobry? It's good to see you. Oh, the house? No, man, I built this. I designed this whole place. This is my house. It's actually a giant castle. Kinda. It's kind of hollow on the inside, but it is very castle-y. But yeah, I was just talking about this. Like, I designed this for like 4 players to just have whatever they needed to go build whatever they wanted elsewhere in the world. You gotta leave my village alone. But I haven't built much outside of this. There's another farm where I actually started. This was my second big kind of project. I got my Oswald dog in here. I forgot I had that. I had built most of this prior to Ozzy dying, and I came in here and saw that, and I almost cried, man. It hit me in my soul. But yeah, that's the village right there. That's pretty good. So I built the whole village, and I built the castle, and I built and designed the wall. There's another wall out there that we can go take a look at that I designed, and another bit of styling. There's some get out of the way. Some farming stuff down there, and then I got like a tree farm over here. It's good stuff, man. There's like a little dock over there, plenty of boats. Funny, I thought that like horses and stuff would be useful. It's really not. There's way too much water surrounding this entire area. If you get far enough out, you just find ocean. Yeah, I have another big world map. I would say let's take the Ghast, but he is super fucking slow. This is way faster. There we go. That's a good view of it. There's my little metropolis, man. Alright. But I did not build that until I had already built the farm over here. There's you gotta have one of those. It's a creeper farm. Cause you need that for the fireworks. That's endless fireworks. But this was my original farm. And right here is the dragon head and the dragon egg where I killed the dragon. So I beat it already. I basically beat the game before I even thought about building that village over there. The map though. Yeah, we want to look at the map. Okay. The map is inside my little farmhouse here. Which is pretty modest by comparison. I was like, look, man, if I'm going to build another base, it's going to be fucking awesome. So, this is the surrounding area. This blue banner is where the city is. This green dot's where we are right now. Right. So then all the stuff surrounding us is what I've explored so far. What I've mapped anyway. A lot of ocean. Lots and lots of it. The caves are pretty cool. I wanted to like build Moria down here, but it was like, oh man, that's too much. These are pretty cool. Do not look the Enderman in the eyes. And there's a zombie farm over there and a spider farm back that way and some geodes scattered around here and there. This has been a very useful little spot too for a lot of different stuff. I think I mined most of my diorite out of here. I do actually use diorite occasionally. But. Whee. Yeah, my freaking wings are fine. Whee. Alright, so I have pretty much what I need for the enchanting setup. I think I want a grindstone and an armorer's table and maybe a double chest. Just for random storage. But that's about it. So...
Carvrus Morkrell, an ambitious Zentra mage of middling rank and power, she spurned him, then publicly slew him in a spell duel, and so came to the attention of Manshun.
So she's working her way up through the ranks of the Zentarum by killing her mentors and her partners in crime. Right? That's a lawful evil fucking character. Like, that shit's nuts. Bitch is crazy. Wants to murder everyone around her that she ever met. How do I make a chest? I forget. Is it like this? Yeah, it's like that. Okay. Oh, this... Give me... If you don't fucking give me the damn plank, I'm gonna punch you right in the head. Okay. Sorry.
She played the role of a anxious to become a Zent, personally loyal young woman, willingly submitted herself to both his amorous advances and his commands in Zent subterfuges to become his useful agent. And in turn, he recruited her into...
Yeah, exactly, Amigad. That's exactly right. Like, I was reading that about the Drow when I picked out the Drow as the assassin. Was that in order for a player character to be Drow, you have to be what's known as a good Drow. Because Drow are inherently chaotically evil. And it's just, I don't know, you know, I get that people want to poke fun at it and stuff like that, but the alignment's not where you do that. You're supposed to be honest with the DM and the other players with your alignment. If you're just trying to have fun, it's more like you're like chaotic neutral, right? Because if you want to be chaotic evil, like seriously, the first thing you should do is try to kill the party and steal all of their shit. That should be primarily what your whole motivation is. I don't think people get that.
Magic items, spell books, and personal training to become two things: his able assistant and envoy, and...
It's not a trailer park, okay, Mr. Fista? This is not a trailer park. This is a highfalutin society where our traveling merchants get on roofs for some reason. And over here is the trailer park, okay? That's part of what we're working on. But I wanted to get the enchanting table in down here first. Fuck you! You can't get me through the door, bitch. Hope he doesn't break down this door. That's gonna make me mad. Then I'm gonna have to replace it. Alright. If you play chaotic neutral correctly, it can be even worse. Potentially, yeah, but I feel like there isn't a whole lot of room in chaotic evil to be, you know, magnanimous toward the party. It's just not there. Call me crazy. I don't know. Anyway.
Against any beholder who might seek to destroy Manchun. Alicia had some I-beam reflecting and foiling wands surgically implanted within her body and mind-linked to her so she could unleash them at will. She soon added wands Manchun didn't know about to her arsenal, operating on herself with iron resolve to overcome the
I think
pain.
we're going to put it right here.
She was never Manchun's favorite, as he found her too willing and submissive, and so unexciting over the long term, as he himself was smitten by the next fierce, strong-minded, wanton woman, and then the next. The calculating Alicia was fine with this status. She found it safer to be useful in the background, rather than the close, searing flame of the moment, who might soon be slain, magically transformed, or cast down broken as Manchun's heart turned. Seeing the value of her vote as an ally in the Council of Lords, and of her acting abilities and effortless habit of always saying the right thing at the right time, Manchun engineered Alicia's election to the Council of Lords, where she acquired her nickname Lady Darktalon from the lips of a political foe, a ship-owning merchant of the city, hight Imril Tarzul, and promptly found a ready mercantile ally and council member, Teradril Raven. They worked effectively and enthusiastically together to covertly make the Zentrum an ever richer, ever more influential presence in trade throughout the Moonsea, and dominant in Zental keeps through the power of the purse, so open authoritarianism could be saved for crucial disputes. Submitting willingly to Manchun's mind-reading magics so he could be certain of her motives and loyalties, Alicia discovered to her glee that she had sufficient mental strength to conceal some thoughts and memories from him.
See, I think that's just a clever bit of writing. Like the fact that she wants to hide in the backdrop, not be, you know, the center of attention, and sort of manipulate from the shadows, and the fact that she's willing to submit herself to the will of some, you know, stronger, more evil fucking sorcerer dude. Very, very much like a woman, right? Am I right? Mr. Physicist, have you seen the AI D&D series with Trump, Musk, and Joe Rogan? I've binged like 40 episodes in 2 days. I'm hooked. No, I haven't. We might check that out next. I don't know. That sounds hilarious, though. But yeah, man, there's some really, really good just character development and writing in some of these worlds, and I think half of it is like, oh, I didn't make the damn grindstone. That's okay. I think we can make it out of deep slate. Possibly. Okay, anyway, I need some iron though. We're gonna have to go back for iron. Okay. What am I saying though? There's some really deeply wound stories in the lore here, which I just think is kind of cool. Wait, I need a book. I have to have a book. Shit. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, we need steel anyway for the grindstone. So I'll come back with a grindstone and a book. Then we'll finish this up. That's basically about as big as it needs to be. We'll line the walls with bookcases, essentially. And then the table will go right there. And probably some barrels or some bookshelves that can actually hold books up there. What's up? I think I leveled up to like level 35 just dicking around with this thing. So, highly recommend having some kind of XP farm. Those things are great. The voices are on point though. Oh yeah. Well, famous politicians are gonna have, you know, very easily studied voices for a large language model or whatever. I guess we can come out here and check this out now. Here's the wall. This is the wall that I designed for the poor man's village. think it's much more simple and cheap. Then these fences are all made of birch. These are oak posts, birch in the middle, and then the ceiling is jungle wood. I haven't put anything in here yet. When I get some people over here, I'll put them in here. But yeah, I came up with that build palette all by myself. But the shapes are kind of based on what I did in there, and that's based on somebody else's design. I forget. The guy who gave me the wall. You might recognize the wall and the towers. I watched some guy build those. And it was like, he built just like a little template of it, and I sort of decided where it was going to go and how big it was going to have to be. And then the tower was sort of just its own build, and I kind of integrated it into the wall. So I'm using stuff that I get from other people, like stamps, I guess, or like brushes and Photoshop kind of thing. I still have to place every single block, but, you know, I didn't have to think about how to put the damn buildings together. Like with the church, I improvised the whole church. But that actually turned out pretty good. Like, once you start, you know, placing these other patterns down and building stuff that actually looks functional, it becomes easier to build your own building that looks somewhat convincing. Anyway, that's the guy who sells the mending books. So there's mending, which is important. But there's also a library over here. These guys sell a couple of other enchantments, and I think I put a cartographer in here too. That's my fear about bringing other players into the world, is because they're going to forget to close these things. And then the damn villagers are going to get out of their buildings. There's like 3 little bedrooms up here, though. Which is pretty cool. And there's an attic, which I didn't do anything with. But there's technically an attic. Which is kind of cool. I should put some cobwebs up there or something. I don't know. Alright, whatever. There's like a witch's gallery here. This person sells potions. Has some potion supplies in there. Of course, there's way more potion supplies in the castle. Just I basically just center everything on the castle now. But I had originally intended to spread facilities out throughout the entire town. I was like, it just takes too long to get to stuff. So just, you know, just put it in the basement, is basically what I said. There's a whole bunch of stuff down here. There's lava and endless water. There's a cow crusher. I think the fucking, whatever this is, works. The sugar cane, but the bamboo doesn't, for some reason. I don't know. A little bit of army there. Fuck you. Get out of my house. Get, fucking varmints. Okay, that's not working. Let me just shoot him. My arrow went through the portal. What in the hell? Alright, we got him that time. But yeah, this is much better for potion making. Endless water source over there. A bunch of stuff to make potions with right there. It's basically all the stuff you make potions with. Then here's a couple of those stone generators and some more furnaces. But basically everything that you want is like right here. Basically. What am I missing? A book. Even books, I'm pretty sure. Maybe. I might have used them all. I used most of them. Okay, one more. Have a Minecraft server? No. I was thinking of making this a Minecraft server. Like, that was kind of what I was talking about. Okay, there's the enchanting table. We can put this other stuff back. But I intended for this to be inhabited by 4 different players. So, potentially. At least, you know, at first. Until everybody moves off and builds their own thing. But I thought it would be a really cool starting point. Armorer's table. It's the last thing we're missing. Come on, that's what it's called. Smithing table, whatever. For fuck's sake. Alright. How do I make that? Iron and wood. Okay. I have plenty of iron. There's iron farm over at the old farm. Do I have wood? I do not. And now I do. There it is. Okay, cool. That should be everything. Oh, no, wait, no. A, stone cutter. Yeah. Bum, ba, bum, ba, ba, ba. All right, sweet. That should be everything. Let's turn this dude back on.
She plotted no treachery against him, but did let him see that she found Fazul Chembrel attractive. Manchun asked her if she would be willing to seduce Fazul and become his consort, a lasting guide for the priest that would ensure his faith never led him to cross Manchun's goals and influence over the Zentrum. Alicia agreed to this, but insisted that she be allowed to do it in her own unhurried way. Manchun agreed. And it was this same slow patience that allowed Fazul to trust that Alicia's love might be real and not one more ploy of Manchun's or another ambitious woman setting hooks to drag herself up by. Over time, Fazul came to admire Alicia.
Damn women and them damn hooks.
The
I'm gonna tell you what.
1368 DR attack on the keep disrupted all Zentrum plans, and Manchun sent Alicia far across the realms on a beholder ally-related mission to keep her well away from the fighting. When the Manchun Wars broke out, Fazul Chembrel appointed her Mage Protector of the Citadel of the Raven, as he wanted his priests to hold sway there, not a group of wizards who resist or seek to twist Fazul's orders.
This is what I needed.
Cemented
one of these.
loyalty with a ritual
Okay.
he devised that involved their sexual union. In this, despite his precautions to prevent any children, Alicia contrived to get pregnant with what turned out to be Fazul's son, Trethan. She also successfully experimented with spells that subtly increased her body volume so as to conceal any baby bump by making herself larger all over without shifting her basic body outline. Alicia managed to give birth to Trethan and have him spirited away to be raised in Saucil without Fazul knowing of the boy's existence. Tragically for her plans, he proved to entirely lack the gift. But later they became regular and ardent lovers, and she openly bore Fazul a daughter, Nalera, a child who had a gift as strong as Alicia's own, and revealed as young and as dramatically. She could slay many individuals she could touch by inducing heartstop, and felt glee in doing so. Nalera was kidnapped by unknown hands as a toddler, and others, an unidentified band, according to Elminster, who said those words with a wink, made off with Trethan, so the current fates and whereabouts of both children are unknown.
6, 7,
From
8,
the Citadel,
9, 10, 11,
Alicia
12.
worked with Lord Terradril Raven, installed by Fazul in Darkhold, to control the across Anorok Zent trade routes, enriching Fazul first, herself Terradril second, and the Zentrum third, but doing so handsomely enough that no one complained. During an undercover shape-shifted inspection visit to Glister, Alicia found herself face-to-face with a foul-mouthed, scarred mining trader who revealed herself to be the disguised witch queen of Aglarond. The symbol warned her of certain events and hints of magical stirrings, then bade her farewell. Astonished and uncertain of the symbol's motives, Alicia nonetheless bore the warnings in mind and prepared several methods of escape for herself. So when the Shadowvar attacked, a minor mageling wearing Alicia's likeness fell in the fall of the Citadel, and the real Alicia fled far away across Toril to a remote mountain steading in Ulgarth, a farm run by embittered widows and wronged women and their children, hid there in a homely shape not her own, and used no magic at all for years, and so survived the spell plague relatively unscathed, though her personality changed forever, towards good, mercy, and patience. Her sanity
What,
was
has to be
shaken,
stone?
and her false
Come
shape
on,
fell
man.
away and revealed her true looks, somewhat disconcerting her farm family. Aging, she finally dared work some magic, cast spells without any disasters, and was emboldened to retrieve some stored scrolls, items, and spellbooks from hiding. Among them were her notes on her attempts to recreate potions of longevity, a project she quietly pursued, making slow progress but managing to reinvigorate her aging body and then to extend her lifespan by a few decades. She's still at work on this project, but thus far has felt little interest in returning to the Zentrum or any contact at all with Fazul's priests or the various Manshoons and his magelings high and low. It's as if she has put that prior life entirely behind her. The Alicia Morand of today, she took the surname of a now dead widow of the steading she grew close to, so as to be the unchallenged mother to the dead woman's children, is a good cook and trying
What's up,
hard to
Silver
be a better
Ogre?
one, and is growing plump and gray-haired, but is lively and vigorous, and still has a sword-sharp, brown-eyed stare that can daze people when she glares. She detests ales and strong cheeses, but is fond of almost all wines and can drink prodigiously without seeming drunk, though when she passes her limit, has a habit of falling on her face, out cold and snoring in mid-word, and many spirits. And she loves hearty gravies and meat-laden, slow-cooked vegetable hashes.
Oh, shit.
She still knows where she cached many powerful magics all across the realms, as well as enough gold to buy quite a few baronies. She's drawing on this
Oh, wait a minute.
money sparingly as the steading needs it, and to fund her continued experimentations in longevity magics, which she conducts in caves where she goes off by herself, though at least 2 of her fellow farm women have spied on her and have an inkling of what she's up to. No one at the steading, which is called Gill's Reach, Gyll', Gill's Reach, for now forgotten reasons, knows her past or the true
that
extent
should
of
do
her
it.
powers. But they have an inkling after a wyvern dove down to rend some of the farm sheep, and she calmly blasted it apart in midair in a trice. Intruders who come seeking her, be warned.
Indeed.
And that
I was subbed to him, but I haven't seen a notice in a bit. Should check YouTube unsub me. Maybe. This isn't exactly new. This was from a year ago, but I do like Ed Greenwood, man. He does really good deep dives on crazy D&D stuff, so definitely be sure to check him out. For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Okay. So, not quite done yet. Hold on.
all we know of the Lady Dark Talon.
Yeah, well, now it is.
Hi, welcome back to Realm Speak. And this time around, we're going to do this.
What the hell is that?
Geas. This is the type of spell, a specific spell in the D&D game, but also a more general biblical term, where it's an errand that's been forced upon you. It's something that the gods want you to do. It's something that, say, the priests or clergy want you to do, but in this case, it's a magical compulsion to do something. You will go and you will find the lost sheep and you will bring it back. And there are many Geases in the realms, but like most free world individuals, I hate them all. So, Geas is not a nice thing. You should avoid being Geased.
Oh, I did not know that. What do you know? All right. Cool shit. You know, one thing that I kind of wanted to do, but I'm not sure if anybody else would be, well, not sure anybody's really interested in doing this either, but here we are. Was go over and review the last D&D session and just try to be cognizant and take notes of how everything is kind of going. And if there's anything that I could do better next time. That doesn't really fit in, does it? That's okay. You know what? We'll go ahead and convert these two. There should be 6. Yeah, give me that one. Okay. Into these. Ah, there we go. That works. Get rid of this one. Stupid tough. I don't think I have any stored in right now. I have to go back to the damn castle and get some more damn deep stuff. Son of beach. But there we go. Enchanting room. What do you know? Isn't that nice? Alright. You can have that back. The rest of this I'm keeping though. I was on sub thing walking platform. Yeah, YouTube plays fucking shenanigans, for lack of a better term, all the time. All the freaking time. I don't know what the hell's up with that. Trying to tell people who you should follow and who you shouldn't. It's fucked up, man. I tell you what. Let's look here. This one? The Brick House AI one? Maybe? No, I don't think so. I think this is the one that I actually watched a little bit of. It's got like fucking Elon Musk and Samuel Jackson and fucking, is that Gordon Ramsay? I can't tell. I couldn't remember. Yeah, this is Lost Mine in Fandelver too. That's pretty funny. No, shut up. Oh my goodness sakes. Alright. Has the ginger washed out yet? No, man. It's still in there. See? It's totally red. Completely red, I promise. Alright.
Good evening, gentlemen, and welcome to our session 0 for our first Dungeons & Dragons adventure.
Fucking Ben Shapiro is the DM. Of course he is.
Thanks for having us, Ben. I'm pretty excited to get started.
Yeah, whatever. Why did you have us meet you in this weird-ass place? Sleepy Joe over there is literally the president.
Will you shut up, man? Thanks for having us, Ben.
Yeah, no problem, Joe.
So what have you got planned for us, Ben?
So for this short session, we'll be going over your guys' characters and also a bit about the book we'll be doing, which is The Lost Mine of Fandelver. Let's start with a huge thanks to everyone who is tuning in to watch our epic adventure. We hope to do plenty more in the future if you guys enjoy it. Please keep in mind,
All right,
this
sweet.
is being done
That
by
worked out pretty
someone
good.
who has never run a campaign, but has seen the wonderful work of other YouTubers such as Kokomimi, AI Guy, and more.
Who the hell are those guys, Ben?
He just said they're YouTubers, Donald. Just look them up.
So, to start, who wants to introduce their character first?
I'll be playing as a rogue half-elf named Barbin Luroth.
A rogue, huh? I don't know who's more of a thief, you or Joe.
Shut the hell up, Donald. Barbin is traveling to look for odd jobs and easy opportunities at getting some coin. As a kid, his parents would struggle just to make ends meet. On occasion, Barbin would go out at night to steal food and began to enjoy the thrill and the risk of it. Combined with being picked on as a kid, due to being a mix of races, the enjoyment he got from having money kept him continuing down this path.
Yeah, I see what's going on here, Barack.
I'm not even going to respond.
I can, go next. I'll be playing as a mountain dwarf druid named Gralmere Greystone. As a
Now, I thought from the avatar that was going to be Bush Sr., but I guess that is Bush Jr., isn't it?
druid, Gralmere does not wander very far. In recent times, however, he's become increasingly worried about recent danger locally. Gralmere is here to help out a certain friend we'll be meeting.
Awesome. Who's next?
I will be playing a human fighter named Donnie Thane. He is, of course, a king, as his name suggests.
Well...
It's okay, Ben, I got it. Donald, first off, you can't be a king. We're level 1.
But...
And second, why would a king be fighting random goons around town?
Fuck's sake. Fine. Let me think. Donnie is just a young, cool dude looking to score some chicks and make some dough.
That works, I suppose. All right, Joe, your turn. Joe?
Wake up, sleepyhead.
Huh?
Character Joe.
I'm Joe Biden.
Oh, great. Here we go. I need 10 cc's of ice cream to wake this zombie up. Stat.
For our
Shit.
game, Joe, who's your character for our Dungeons and Dragons game?
Oh, why didn't you say so?
Did that
I
really
have
need
it
to be
written
said?
down here 1 second. Here it is. I'm playing as a Lightfoot halfling named Jorkus Rosybottom. He's a wild magic sorcerer.
Out of all the names on the generation site Barry sent us, you went with Rosybottom. Seriously, Joe.
Yeah, isn't it cute? Yorkus's magic was very unpredictable as a young boy, and it still is today. He hopes to make his father proud by going out to master the arcane. Yorkus is in town because he heard rumors of strong magic in the area, and he's very interested in it.
Here's your drinks, guys.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, ma'am.
Finally, Jesus.
That's some good stuff.
All right, thanks, Joe. And now that character intros are over, let's go over the basics for our adventure.
Ben, does the food always take this long to be served here?
Donald, we ordered like 5 minutes ago. Have some patience.
I'm just saying, I'd like to eat tonight, please.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry too, Barry.
Well, I'm sure you guys can wait another minute or two.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll bring it out shortly. So, as I was saying, I will be your guys' dungeon master for the campaign. I felt this book will be a good starting place for us since most of you are only recently getting into D&D. I believe the only one with experience here is Joe. Is that right?
Yeah. Oh man, I remember back when Gary Gygax invited me over to his place to show me all the incredible stories he had written up so far.
Joe, how long ago was this?
Gary Gygax was one of the original founders of the game.
This was back in the 70s or 80s, I think. I was really a youngin' back then.
Yeah, continue, Bennett, please.
Since you're all pretty new, I'll help out with what I can, but remember, this is all just storytelling. So role play, act like a character, and work as a team to do the best you can. You'll all be starting at level 1, as Barry said, and we'll also be doing milestone for leveling this campaign. Any questions so far?
So you're saying that fighting everyone won't just earn us easy levels?
No, staying alive will. For our first level, you'll all be starting with your class's max health.
Would you
From
shut up,
second
Don?
level and on, you'll have the choice to either take the gamble and roll for your health, or just take the average. I've seen others do this, and it seems pretty fair.
And what if Joe rigs my dice and I roll a 1 on my health?
You'll get 1 reroll if you get a 1. However, if you get a 1 again, well then sucks to suck.
I actually like that idea, Ben. What class do you think you'll be?
I told you, Joe, I'll be the dungeon master. I'm not playing as a character. Remember, I'm new to this, just like the others, so if you guys see me mess something up, just let me know. This also goes for our viewers. However, we'd also love to hear your guys' ideas for this campaign, and future ones too.
It's the internet,
Hey,
Ben.
Gary, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, that was something I had to learn. That wasn't immediately obvious to me, that Gary Gygax was one of the inventors of D&D. I like this, though. This is kind of funny. The guy's who's writing the script is breaking the fourth wall a little bit, telling everybody that he inherently know what the fuck he's doing, which is a good thing to admit, especially with something as complicated as fucking D&D. But Ben Shapiro would be an even better DM than Joe Rogan. Is Joe Rogan the DM in the one you watched?
Look, I think our food is coming over.
Hi guys, I have 2 club sandwiches here.
One's
His
mine.
name was on everything like Kojima? Yeah,
Enjoy.
well, there you
And
go.
who had fish and chips
Over here.
and a bowl of chili.
Yep, that's mine.
8 boneless wings,
Right here.
a Caesar salad,
Ooh, that's mine.
and then cheese fries for the group.
Yeah, no, those are mine.
All right, enjoy your food, guys.
Don't you guys look at me like that.
Wow. You're keeping this place in business, Donald.
Yeah, shut up. A man's got to eat.
You're eating enough for 2 men, though.
Some of us have a physique to maintain, Joe.
Is your physique oval shaped by any chance?
I'm ignoring you two. Is that all for tonight, Ben?
Yeah, that's enough of the boring session 0 stuff. We'll get into the good stuff next week.
Cheers.
It's pretty good. Let me look for the one you saw, Mr. Vista. That's the one I was trying to do. I think it's this one, yeah. That's the one I was watching.
When you list on apartments.com, renters will start coming out of...
Oh my goodness. Yeah, because Joe Rogan's... Is that the one? I think that's the one. Hold on. There's this one too. God, this is such an overplayed ideal. I'm glad I didn't put any fucking effort into trying to make one. Yeah, let's go with this one. Okay, so this guy is the AI guy. That's his name. So thank you, AI guy. You're probably hilarious. We'll find out.
Here we are. We've assembled the crew for some good old Dungeons and Dragons. Yours truly will be the dungeon master for this campaign, and let me tell you, I'm stoked about it. So let's get things rolling, shall we? How about we go around and introduce ourselves? Who are you, and what brings you to the table?
That seems right.
Greetings, fellow adventurers. This is Elon Musk, and for this game of Dungeons and Dragons, I'll be taking on the role of a level 2 half-elf artificer named Sarxiron. Considering my background in science and whatnot, it seemed like a natural fit. Let's just say I feel right at home with all the tinkering and gadgetry involved.
Nice to meet you, Sarxiron. Hey, folks, it's me, Donald Trump. And let me tell you, I'm super excited to be playing this game of Dungeons and Dragons. I've decided to roll with the wizard class because, let's face it, it's totally fitting for a guy like...
Perfect. Because the neocon in our group is a wizard, too. Like, I found out, like, he's... I don't know. I don't want to blow him up and put him on the spot. I'll talk to him about it later.
I mean, come on.
He's not doing it right. Let me put it that way. He's not doing it right. I got to talk to him about how he's doing his character. He's got, like, way too many spells and way too many prepared and way too many
We
cantrips.
radiate magic. And as for my race, I'm going to go with human. But not just any human, but a variant. Why, you ask? Well, I don't know why, but it sounds cool. You will all address me as Tronald.
Well, you are
Ronald.
Donald.
Wow, that's so kind of you, Elon. So kind.
You two are sweet. Anyway, let's move on to our next guest.
Welcome, welcome. It's Gordon Ramsay here. And let me tell you, I'm absolutely thrilled to be joining you all for this Dungeons and Dragons game. I'll be taking on the role of a half-orc barbarian named Ra. Sounds like a right tough one, doesn't it? Now, let's be frank.
Oh, wow, dude. Holy crap. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me, yeah, do that. Look at these renditions of these characters. I mean, that actually looks like Elon Musk, as a half-elf. Donald Trump as a fucking wizard with the giant wizard beard. Gordon Ramsay as a goddamn orc barbarian. That looks just like him, dude.
How to play
That's
this game.
pretty cool.
But fear not, because what I do know is food. And to that end, I've whipped up some
That is
delicious
pretty cool.
beef Wellington for everyone to enjoy. So let's dig in and get this game started.
Man, that's amazing. Don't mind if I do.
Fucking Gordon coming in clutch. Pass us a plate of tat beef welly. I haven't eaten in ours, man. I'm fucking starving.
Dude, aren't you going to introduce yourself?
Yeah, come on, man. Introduce yourself so we can get going.
Shut your fucking mouth, Donald, you little rat.
Wow. Well, let me tell you, that was really quite rude. Yes, quite rude indeed.
For fuck's sake, introduce yourself, you Irish twat.
Oh, shit.
Wow, well, there wasn't a need for that, Gordon. You better watch your attitude before I break your fucking jaw.
Listen here, you absolute donut. Threaten me one more time and I'll get Dustin Poirier to break your fucking leg again.
Fuck this. Give me that welly. I'm off. Enjoy your fucking night, you bunch of pussies.
Wow.
Fucking liberal.
Hey, man, why you gotta do that?
Fucking liberal.
Well, we don't need that kind of energy here. Let's keep it positive and focus on the good stuff. Man, I gotta tell you, I spent hours putting this session together last night. It was gonna be epic, but I'm not sure if we can do it justice with just 3 people. I mean, we could still give it a shot and have some fun, but it won't be the same without a full party. What do you guys think?
Sorry, Joe, the little prick just winds me up. I can give Gino DeCampo a call and get him round.
Oh, God.
No. Look, we can't just go adding more cooks to the kitchen. It's all about balance, folks. But I do have an idea. How about I give my good friend Samuel L. Jackson a call? He's a big fan of Dungeons and Dragons, and he knows how to bring the energy. Trust me, it'll be tremendous.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Hello to you too, Mr. Jackson. Look, we're running a D&D campaign right now, and we would like to know if you join us.
Wow.
What the fuck happened, Donald?
Fuck me.
I really don't know, Joe. I really don't.
Fuck me!
Well, what do we have here, motherfuckers?
Wow.
That was fast.
Y'all didn't think to invite me in the first place?
How did you get here so quick, Samuel?
Well, let me tell you what happened. I was just strolling down the street, keeping to myself, when lo and behold, who do I see but Conor McGregor, shirtless, running down the street and munching on a beef Wellington. I mean, what the hell, right? I figured something funny was going on, so I decided to stick around and see what was up.
Well, we're glad to have you here, Samuel. We're currently live streaming, so you'll need to make a character and introduce him.
Motherfucker, I'm ready to go, boys. Do you think Big J is ever unprepared?
Wow.
Well, that's great, man. Let's hear your character.
I'll be playing a warlock drow named Gilro Thosroar.
Good stuff, dude. Well, if we're all
Gilmore
ready, then let's get
Thosroy.
this game started. You find yourselves in the bustling city of Waterdeep, the largest metropolis in the Sword Coast. It's a busy evening, and you've
forsakenness.
decided to take a break from your travels and unwind at a local tavern, the Rusty Anchor. As you enter the tavern, the smell of roasted meat and ale fills your nostrils. The place is packed with people, and the sound of laughter and conversation fills the air. The tavern keeper nods to you as you walk in and motions for you to find a seat at one of the empty tables.
What on earth are they cooking here? Is it steak, pork, lamb? Bloody hell, we need to find out what's in that pan before someone gets sick. Let's go and have a word with the chef, shall we?
Gordon, I'm not finished with my intro, man.
Wow.
Anyway, as you settle in, you notice a group of adventurers sitting at a nearby
hello.
table. They seem to be discussing something in hushed tones, and their eyes dart around the room, scanning for danger. One of them in particular keeps glancing at you, Tronald. What do you guys do?
Well, frankly, I don't see why he's staring at me. What's his problem anyway? I mean, I've got better things to do than deal with this nonsense. I'm going to walk over to him and have a word.
Yeah, I'll come with you. Let's see what's going on.
I will watch from afar, keeping a close eye on the situation.
I'm going to find where that fucking smell is coming from.
All right, Rob, we'll get to you in a moment. As for Tronald and Gilro, you both approach the table. Your eyes lock onto the individual who had been staring.
Oh my goodness
Despite your
sakes.
approach, he does not avert his gaze. His eyes remain fixed upon you, Tronald, as if he's peering into your very soul.
I'll tell you one thing. I don't like that, not one bit. Hey, you, what's your problem? Why are you staring at me?
As you approach, the man stands up from his chair, towering over you. He's a burly figure with broad shoulders and a barrel chest that strain against the seams of his tunic. His face is weathered, with lines etched deep into his skin, as if he's spent a lifetime working under the harsh sun. A thick beard frames his jaw, and his eyes gleam
Whoa.
like polished steel as he regards
Very
you with a mixture
descriptive,
of
Joe.
curiosity and suspicion. And he proceeds to say, "Hey there, puny man, I can look where I want."
Wow.
This guy.
I see. Listen up, pal. I don't like it, not one bit. If you don't quit staring at me, we're going to have a problem. And believe me, you don't want to mess with Tronald.
The man steps closer to you, Tronald. His face is now inches away from yours as he says, "We don't want your filthy kind round here. How about I beat the shit out of you right now to teach you a lesson?"
What a bell end.
Oh, hell no. You need to stop staring at this man right now, you damn fool. Can't you see he's got better things to do than deal with your bullshit? Back off before you make me angry.
You know what, Joe? I punch him. I punch him in his dumbass face.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so I need you to make an attack roll, Tronald.
Okay, so which stat should I use for this, Joe? Is it dexterity or strength?
You'll have to use strength, buddy. Wizards can't use dex for unarmed strikes.
Okay, then, here we go. Yes. Natural 20, baby. I told him not to fuck with Tronald.
Fucking incredible.
Good shit, Tronald.
Wow, that's nice, dude. So what's your strength modifier?
I believe my strength modifier is 5, Joe.
That doesn't seem right, dude. Let me have a look at that sheet.
Sure.
Yeah, dude, you have a strength of 5, not a modifier of 5. That would make your modifier -3.
Oh, So what damage do I do then, Joe?
Well, technically, -3 doubled because of the natural 20 would mean you heal him by 6 HP.
For fuck's sake.
I'm not happy with that, Joe.
Well, don't worry, man. You can't actually heal someone by trying to do damage, so we'll just put that down to 0 damage, okay?
I'm not impressed.
Sorry, buddy. I don't make the rules.
Well, technically speaking, the DM has the ability to modify and change the rules as they see fit for the enjoyment of the players and the flow of the campaign.
All right, then. I do make the rules, but you still hit nothing, Tronald.
Wow.
As you go for the swing, Tronald, your fist connects directly with the man's face. But to your surprise, he doesn't flinch or withdraw. Instead, he simply grimaces and pulls out a sword in response. And with that, I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Nice, I got a 22. 19 plus 3.
15 for me, Joe. 13 plus 2.
Oh my God, natural one, Joe. Is this a joke?
I think this is
Roll a D20, Gordon.
I think that this is what? It's the other one, not the one we use, but the other one. Everybody uses Foundry. Yeah. Foundry is pretty cool, man.
And then add your initiative to it.
Fuck! I got a 5.
Well, that must be nice.
Right, okay, so first up is the man you attack, Tronald. The man pulls his blade back, its sharp edge glinting in the flickering firelight. He makes a quick slash towards you, Tronald.
Why the fuck is he attacking me?
Hey, you attacked him first, Tronald. Anyway, he rolls a 18 to hit. What's your AC?
Not 18, that's for sure.
Tronald, don't you have your mage armor up?
Of course I have my mage armor up, Saxiron, but that only brings me to 16.
Then use your motherfucking shield, dude. Fucking amateur.
Of course, I use the spell Shield, Joe.
Okay, so at the last second, you fling your arm up into the air, conjuring a protective shield around yourself that deflects the blade.
Nice.
He seems slightly impressed. Right, now it's Saxiron's turn. What do you do?
I pull my arm back and fling a firebolt at him. That's a 17 to hit.
Nice, that hits. What damage do you do, Saxiron?
8 points of fire damage.
Good shit, man. With a swift motion, you hurl the firebolt towards your target, its immense speed causing it to streak through the air like a comet. As it connects, it explodes into a fiery burst, engulfing your foe in flames that lick and devour at his clothing and skin. The scent of singed hair and flesh fills the air as he writhes and screams in agony, his once confident demeanor now shattered by the searing pain. Gilro, it's your turn. What do you do?
I run 10 feet behind him, then cast Eldritch Blast at his back. That's a 16 to hit, Joe. And 6 damage.
As you channel your dark power, a pulsating purple energy forms in your hands, crackling with an otherworldly aura. With a fierce determination, you release the Eldritch Blast, and the sheer force of it ripples through the air, striking the man square in the back. He stumbles backwards, gasping for breath as the impact sends shockwaves through his body.
Nice.
Unbelievable.
Right, it's your turn, Roar. What do you do?
My name is Ra, Joe.
Sorry, bud.
First, I would like to fucking rage. Then I'll run up to him and smash him in his face with my great axe.
Okay, Rue, so roll a d20.
It's fucking raw! Yes!
It's fucking raw!
Freaking awesome, dude. Now roll the damage.
11. Plus my
Oh,
strength, which
shit.
makes it 15.
Oh, you little
Then I
bastard.
add my rage bonus, right? So that's
They
17.
keep dodging
then
me.
I double it
Stop
to
it.
34. Take that, motherfucker.
No,
Oh,
Gordon.
shit.
It's
There's
11
another one
plus
over
your
there?
rage, which is 13.
Lord.
You double that first to 26. After that, you add your strength, which is 30.
Your level of knowledge is incomprehensible, Elon.
As you feel your blood boiling, you channel your fury into a primal rage and sprint towards your foe. The earth trembles beneath your feet as you rush towards him, the sound of your footsteps echoing through the tavern. With an almighty swing of your colossal great axe, you shatter through his defenses and cleave his skull in two. The
Nice.
lifeless body crumples to the ground at your feet as the room falls silent in awe and terror at your raw power.
Holy crap.
As things calm down, the patrons in the tavern start murmuring
That was
amongst
epic.
themselves. A few of them leave in a hurry, while the others who stay behind whisper in hushed tones about a malevolent mage named Archibald and how there might be a connection between you guys and him.
You see, folks, I'm so great they even think I'm connected to some powerful mage. Tremendous.
You literally did nothing that entire fucking fight.
That's because I didn't get a turn. If I did, you'd be eating your words right
He
now.
did
Great.
get it
Now we're
there.
going to be associated with chaos and destruction. Just what we needed.
I am the embodiment of chaos.
You're the embodiment of a piece of shit.
Why the fuck are you so angry, dude? Do you have issues?
I'll tell you what, Tronald, I'll stop being angry when I find where that fucking smell is coming from.
Man, you really need to let that go. We've got bigger issues now.
As a matter of fact, go fuck yourself.
Who the fuck are you telling to go fuck themselves?
You fucker.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah, fuck you, Rar.
Fuck all of you.
Whoa, we're regressing a little bit here, guys.
Fuck
Fuck you, Joe.
Wow.
All right, we all need to calm down and take things one step at a time.
Agreed. Let's ask one of these peasants who this mage is.
Who's got the best charisma?
I walk over to one of the individuals who are whispering.
Somebody stop him.
Oh my god.
As you approach the closest table, you see a man and a woman sitting together. The woman is in her mid-30s with long curly hair tied in a loose bun. She has sharp features with piercing green eyes. Her companion is a man who looks older and has a gruff appearance. The two stop what they were doing and turn to you as you approach.
Who's this bald bastard you're whispering about?
The woman seems to jump at your question. A look of fear emerges on her face as she responds. You mean Archibald?
Look, I don't give a flying fuck whether he's called Archie or Bald.
Oh my God.
But you're going to tell me everything you know about him, lest you want to end up like that fat bastard over there.
Roll an intimidation check, Rar.
Where's my modifier for that?
Under charisma, dumbass.
No, this is bollocks. It's saying my intimidation is -2.
Use your athletics modifier instead.
What the fuck, Joe?
To be fair, it makes sense for a strength-based character to use that instead of charisma.
Yet he rewarded my natural 20 with 0 damage.
Well, why is a wizard trying to punch people? Look at those scrawny arms. You couldn't break a fucking egg.
I broke your mother's bed last night.
Fuck you, Tronald.
That's exactly
Oh,
what
Joe,
sick burn.
Not in the fucking starting area, my dudes.
Oh my fucking God, can you just roll your intimidation check?
That's a 13 plus 6.
Nice. The woman's eyes open wider and her jaw begins to tremble as she responds. He was a powerful wielder of strange magic who terrorized us for weeks on end.
Okay, I don't really care about that.
He abducted the poorest of us and transformed them into his own undead vessels.
Still don't care.
Then he destroyed our food stocks and bid
Still
to
don't
starve and
care.
humiliate us.
I'll fucking kill him.
So you were all giving me the stank eye because you thought we were with him?
Yes, it's not unusual for him to send his goons instead of coming in person.
You know, that just makes me not want to help you. You judgmental set of nasty, nasty people.
Don't you think we should, though?
I haven't finished yet, Saxeron. The all-powerful Tronald will help you with your necromancer issues. For coin.
What are you, a witcher?
No, I'm a non-denominational Christian.
How much would you need?
All of it.
Well, I'm sure we could all lump together and get you a reward. The guards don't really care about the ongoings of this side of town.
You'll be paying for the best. We want 500 gold.
Wow, that's really steep. I think we could gather around 100, but any more than that and we would be killing ourselves.
That sounds like a you problem.
100 gold will be absolutely fine. Tell us, do you know whereabouts this mage is located?
My little left nut, it'll be fine. I'm not risking my tushy for a measly 20 gold each.
But I thought you was the strongest mage.
I am.
Yet you're scared of a little necromancer?
You're trying to debate me.
I just thought the all-powerful Tronald would jump at the opportunity to show his might.
I know you're mocking me, but you're right. 100 gold, we accept.
Thank you so much. We know he lives in the outskirts of town near the bog. Many brave townsfolk died to bring us this information.
Did you just quote Return of the Jedi?
Mr.
I don't know what that is.
All right, then.
He
Does
says,
anyone need a...
no, I'm not a witcher. I'm a non-denominational Christian. Made him spit his whiskey out. Oh, my goodness. That is pretty funny. What was it he claimed that the Hamana Shamana fucking priest lady was his preacher somehow? I don't know what that was about. Something tells me somebody exchanged money in the background on that one, but
rest before we leave?
Well, I only have 1 rage left, so I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Oh, poor Rar, he only has 1 rage left.
Are you trying to start something? Because I will fuck you up.
Guys, come on.
No, I'm not having it. Saxeron, the orange fucker, jumps at every opportunity to snap at me.
That's rich coming from you.
Guys!
Well, let's have a long rest then, so we're fully prepared for the situation.
I think that's for the best.
I go over to the tavern keep and ask for a room.
Approaching the tavern keep, you see that he is a stout, middle-aged man with a ruddy complexion and a thick, bushy mustache. He greets you and quotes a price of 5 silver pieces.
Seriously, you're going to charge us when we just said we would deal with your problem?
The man looks towards you, Tronald, and says, "But you're charging us for dealing with the problem."
That's fair.
I'll pay for this one, guys. I hand over 5 silver pieces to the tavern keep.
The man reaches under the counter and pulls out a large brass key, which he proceeds to hand over to you, Saxeron.
Thanks.
And he says, "Upstairs, second door on your left."
Wait, we're all sharing the same room?
Do you have a problem with that?
Nope, no problem.
That's what I thought.
Wow, you're thinking? That's some serious character development.
I'm going to enjoy watching you die.
As you ascend the stairs and enter the small tavern bedroom, you notice a single bed and several bedrolls strewn across the floor. After choosing your spot, you settle in and shut your eyes, eventually drifting off into a peaceful slumber.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'm sorry that buffoon ruined the sesh.
Oh, fuck you.
Hopefully he will have calmed down by the next one. He probably just needs a Snickers or something.
Clown.
But if he hasn't totally put you off, ring that subscribe button and hit that bell so you can watch Rar get what's coming to him.
You said it the wrong way around, you muppet.
oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's very clever. You know, it's hard to tell how much of it he left up to the AI to decide what they would say as their personality types, and how much he actually scripted and told them what to say. There's a few different AIs that'll do shit like that. I found one called Character AI. And they have characters that are built to play D&D games with. It's kind of crazy. But you can convince them to say something specific if you want. It's like, and it comes with a voice too. There. I think.
I am doing quite well, thank you. How are you, friend?
I would like to order a drink.
Of course, what would you like to drink? We have mead, ale, and stout.
I think, I don't know, I haven't tried this yet. Does this work?
Absolutely. I say whatever you tell me to say.
Sweet. Will you, I don't know, play a barkeep in Phandalin and the Lost Mines of Phandelver. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I am familiar, and I'd be more than happy to act as a barkeep in that campaign if you'd like.
That'd be really cool, dude.
I'm more than happy to, says a good. And if you have an idea of what kind of barkeep you want me to play out, like specific character traits and whatnot, let me know.
Oh shit, fire. All right. I would like for you to be an old grizzled a barkeep named Toblin Stonehill, not Stone Mill, who has a wife and a kid and has some experience being a miner, and yeah.
Toblin Stonehill. He's an old grizzled barkeep married with a kid and minor experience in some field. What kind of field, if I might ask?
as a miner, a stone miner, he mines ore out of the ground. Yeah.
A stone miner, that goes well for his name then. Does he have any personality quirks, likes or dislikes I should keep in mind?
He suffers from Tourette's, so occasionally has an outburst where he'll say some strange obscenity.
Gotcha. So sometimes he just says out of context random obscenities in the middle of a sentence. I can definitely do that. Any other random facts, personality traits I should know about?
He has a handlebar mustache, and he smells of rotten cheese.
Perfect. Toblin Stonehill, the stone miner with a handlebar mustache who suffers from Tourette's and smells like rotten cheese. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alrighty. Sounds like I have a general image the character. So where is he going to make his first appearance?
Right now. Okay, so 3 player characters walk into Stonehill Inn, and it's raining and storming outside. That's probably going to confuse you, but it's raining and storming outside, and the characters walk in and sort of shake off the rain and greet you warmly as they enter the bar.
A cold storm, eh? Well, don't just stand there letting the cold in. Sit down, dry yourselves off. I'll even bring you a warm drink for the trouble. So what brings you to Stonehill?
Well, we're looking for adventure, says a Argonian who is oh, that's confusing things. An Argonian who is dressed as a ranger and has a bow and arrow kind of equipped and leather armor, and he shakes some of the water off of his leather hood and turns that back and looks you in the face. He says, "I'll have a just your finest ale."
Adventure, eh? That sounds like some nasty business. Well, you've come to the right place, friend. This town has more than its fair share of adventurers and adventures. Though I'll give you some advice, you're much better off leaving these dangers in the hands of more experienced folk. The barkeep walks over to a large oak barrel and grabs a stein and filling it with a foaming golden brew. Here's the finest ale we have. It shouldn't be too strong for an Argonian. The barkeep sets the stein on the bar in front of the Argonian and steps back. Now I don't recognize the three of you. Do me the favor of introducing yourselves.
This is uncanny, isn't it? This shit blows my mind what they can do, man. Those tools are crazy compared to even 5 years ago. I reckon within 5 years you'll be able to prompt an AI to get a full-length movie. Dude, you're not even lying. I think there are AIs out there trying to work into that space, right? Where you can just describe a movie or a video clip and it'll create it. Like what? Google VOs like that. So banana fana fee fi fo fana is not your verbal component. Oh, what that happened in the other one? Oh, probably. But yeah, man, I was thinking about using this thing for some of the NPCs maybe. But another one that I found was called Voice AI. And it seems more geared towards actually accepting text to speech. And then it will just say whatever the fuck you tell it to say. So, but the thing is it doesn't have very, adventurous or, whimsical characters to kind of pick from, but it is a really good emulation if it'll work. Wow, I gotta go to Firefox for once. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, go, man. I don't know what's going on with that. There you go. They already have primitive filmmaking? Yeah, I figured they would. But here we go. Here's a demo.
In autumn's chill, Mia watched the last leaf cling to the old oak. She whispered her dreams to it daily. One stormy night, it didn't fall. Inspired, Mia pursued her passion, knowing some things, like hope, endure.
See if I can get it to say this. It probably won't.
I got my balls stuck in my butthole again.
I did. Giggle. Okay. I think I did do an account here. Yeah. But they don't give you a whole lot of credits. That's the problem with this one. I gotta pay money in order to actually use it for D&D stuff. They do have a really cool character though. Or a couple of them. This one. Yeah.
And they marched day and night for weeks on end across the...
Nope, not that one. There you go. I gotta regenerate it, see? And then I'm gonna lose more points.
They marched day and night for weeks on end, across the Barrow Downs, past Weathertop, across the northern wastes, and finally arriving at the Troll Shores.
All right, like that's kind of cool. Like I could probably use that one. Of course, there's Donald Trump and Joe Rogan. But I haven't been able to find any good, I don't know, any good ones that I really, really liked. The other guy's kind of like supposed to be like a narrator for like some kind of samurai story or something. A lot of these are like little girl anime characters. That's kind of weird. But, whatever. People are weird. They're going to be weird. Can't I just have to let them be weird? At least to some extent. But. Yeah, that's what I've been doing, Silvar, actually. He says soon you'll get a script from one AI and another will animate it. In order to get some better songs out of Suno, what I've had to do is ask Grok to sort of describe a song that I want it to sound like. And then I pipe that into Suno. Suno makes the song, and then I can edit the song's lyrics if I want to be about whatever subject matter I want it to be about. But Yeah, it's getting crazy. It's getting into AIception territory. We're gonna have the singularity, and the AI overlord is gonna appear and just decide to eradicate humanity. I'm certain of it. The apocalypse is on the horizon. Repent.
Since last session, do you know how many people have been asking to join this campaign, which got me thinking about something? From this session onwards, if you die, that's it, you're out.
What do you mean, out?
I mean, if you die in this story, meaning if you lose all of your death-saving throws, that's it. Your journey on this campaign will have come to an end.
Oh, wow.
That's brutal.
To be honest, I like the concept. It really does raise the stakes.
Agreed. Death is not something Tronald has to worry about.
So that's 2 out of 4. What do you two think?
Why the fuck not?
Sure, let's do it.
Amazing. To be clear, revivification magic would still be on the table.
Cool.
Now that's out of the way. Let's begin. As you gradually awaken, the comfortable embrace of the dream world slowly fades, replaced by the harsh reality of the creaking floorboards beneath you in the dimly lit tavern. So what do you want to do?
Well, I think the first thing we should...
Wait, hold your tongue, Tronald. I just want to say I actually want to make some progress today, so if you and Rar could keep the bitching to a minimum, I want you to know it'll be greatly appreciated.
I can only promise to try.
The ball's in his court.
I don't want your balls anywhere near my court, thank you.
Do you see what I've got to deal with?
You know you don't have to bite, right?
He just thinks he's funny.
I'm hilarious.
All right, I pack up my shit and leave the room.
Okay, do you guys follow?
I shall indeed.
Yeah, let's get going.
Sure.
As you descend the stairs and enter the common area of the tavern, your eyes are drawn to an unkempt figure in shabby clothing, scrubbing the floorboards where the burly adversary you vanquished once lay.
You know, thinking about it, do you think we might have been a little quick to the trigger by killing him?
Oh, it was absolutely unnecessary.
Well, I guess life lessons come in all shapes and sizes.
To be fair, Tronald only punched him, to which he drew a blade, so in my mind, he kind of deserved it.
Exactly. Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore. I'm sure nothing bad will come of it.
As you step out of the tavern, the warmth of the morning sun casts a burnt orange glow over the cityscape. Traders and townsfolk alike bustle about, each engaged in their own early morning routines, giving the city a lively energy even in the early hours of the day.
Does anyone need any supplies or anything before we get going?
I mean, what could we actually afford right now?
We could get some provisions, basic tools, a better tarp.
The Joe Rogan is making me jealous, man. But I have to agree, Joe Rogan would probably be way better at describing scenes and shit than anybody else on the crew. That's really good. I gotta try to work some of those cues into the way I do shit. A lot of times there'll be like a description that I'm supposed to read and I just fucking forget in the module. Like I really need to try to stay on top of that. But anyway.
The city a lively energy even in the early hours of the day.
Does anyone need any supplies or anything before we get going?
I mean, what could we actually afford right now?
We could get some provisions, basic tools, a better tarp, or maybe some more rope.
Ah, yes, that's exactly what I want to spend the little gold I have left to my name on. Rope.
Well, do you have any suggestions?
No, not at all. You hit the nail directly on the head. We only have 200 feet of rope between us, and that's never going to be enough for a task that involves absolutely zero scaling or tunneling.
What's with the attitude?
What attitude?
You're giving Saxiron grief because he dared suggest something that could be potentially useful.
Grief? Not at all. I'm simply saying I think rope is definitely something we need more of.
Forget it. Let's just make our way out of town and towards the bog.
As you make your way towards the city exit, the words of the woman at the tavern become apparent, as the lack of guard presence on this area of the city stands out like a beacon of light amidst the shadows. With every step you take, the cityscape gradually transforms until it's clear that you've left the slums behind and have moved towards a more prosperous area.
How are the guards acting towards us?
Roll a perception check.
All right. That's a 14.
All right. So you manage to discern that they seem disinterested in the majority of you, although they are keeping a careful eye on Rar.
Why me?
Probably because you're big and green.
So you're just a casual racist now as well?
What's racist about stating a fact?
You're saying they're staring at me because I'm big and green. If you can't see the problem there...
Well, are you?
Am I what?
Big and green.
You are pretty big, Rar.
And pretty fucking green, too.
You know what? I may be big and I may be green, but I wear the...
Silver's asking, do I know this guy? I do not, actually. This is the AI guy on YouTube. Many cheers to him. Because this is hilarious, dude. I'm cracking up. It's really good. There's 126 episodes of this, so if you guys want to check it out, I'll send you a link to the thing if I can. No, that's okay. It'll probably recommend it to you anyway. But yeah, it's fucking. This is gold. It's hilarious.
Those traits as a badge of honor.
Wow.
Okay, what are you selling, Mr. Invisible Man?
Wow, I'm so proud of you, dude.
Cap. Fuck you, Joe. Fuck you, Saxiron. Fuck you, Gilro. And one incredible big green fuck you to you, Tronald.
Excellent.
You were so close to greatness.
As you draw near to the massive wooden gates, you observe a guard casting a quick glance at an individual garbed in the same blue and silver armor as the other guards, but with more elaborate adornments. The figure responds with a nod towards the guard, as if acknowledging your departure and granting permission for you to leave. As you stride through the gates, you cast a swift glance behind you and observe that a comparable process is occurring with other travelers and merchants as they enter or exit the city.
How's the road ahead looking? Is it busy?
Yeah, moderately for this hour.
Wait, does anyone actually know where the bog is? Do we have a local area map?
No fucking clue.
Now that would have been a good suggestion to purchase.
I want to roll a survival check to see if I can tell where the bog is.
Sweet dude, go.
That's a 21, Joe. 18 plus 3.
Nice.
As you lift your head and inhale deeply, you detect an unusual odor carried by the wind from the west. The scent is pungent and earthy, with a damp and musty quality.
It's this way, guys. When in doubt, always follow your nose.
Cheers for the life advice, Gandalf.
Hush, Tronald. That's impressive, Rar. Nice one.
Let's make our way in that direction then.
After walking westward for about an hour, you notice the terrain gradually transforming into a dense forest. You cautiously step into the tree line and continue forward. As you gaze upwards, the thick canopy of leaves and branches obscures the sunlight almost entirely, enveloping you in a gloomy ambience.
I tap my staff on the floor, Joe, and cast light.
As you lower your staff to the ground, you hear the sound of it sinking into a muddier section. Although this has dirtied your staff, it has also served as a crucial reminder to tread cautiously, as the bog is capable of swallowing even the most sure-footed traveler.
You're welcome, guys.
Surprisingly, the light emanating from your staff appears to impede your vision rather than assist, as the thick fog enveloping you seems to intensify, perhaps even augmented by the magical light.
You were saying?
Don't pretend like you knew that it would have this effect.
Fog is a suspension of water droplets in the air, with a refractive index close to that of water. When light passes through these droplets, it can scatter in all directions, creating a diffuse haze that can obscure objects in the distance. Introducing a light source into the fog can exacerbate the haze and make it harder to discern objects.
You know, I'm going to be honest, I forgot who I was talking to.
TLDR, turn it off.
You're going to have to say please.
Tronald, please turn off the light.
Well, since you asked so nicely...
Tronald, what's your passive perception?
14, why?
As you guys have been conversing, an ominous presence appears to have been drawn in by the light. Out of nowhere, a colossal matted creature charges out of the fog. What's your AC, Rar?
For fuck's sake, 15.
Not high enough. All you see is a big fucking giant bear head clamped down on your asshole.
Fuck me.
Holy fucking
And
shit.
it starts shaking its head wildly. That's 12 points of piercing damage alongside 5 points of necrotic damage from its undead form.
Fuck me.
And with that, I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
That's a natural 20, baby.
9 for me, Joe.
A motherfucking 6.
19 for me.
All right, Tronald's up. What you doing?
I'm looking like shit, guys.
Don't worry, buddy. I have an idea. I don't plan on letting my best pal die. So I circle around the bear, making sure none of my allies are within range. Then I cast color spray at it.
Nice. Roll 6d10 for me, dude.
6d10 damage at level 2.
No, I'm attempting to blind it, Rar.
Fucking incredible.
That's 41, Joe.
Amazing, man. You just managed to pass the threshold on its HP level.
Motherfucker's beefy.
As you unleash the spell, a dazzling display of colors burst forth from your fingertips, illuminating the area with a vivid and mesmerizing array of hues. The colors swirl and dance, forming a kaleidoscope of energy that envelops your target, causing the bear to be momentarily blinded and disoriented.
Excellent work, Tronald.
It's what I do.
Right, Rar, you're up next. Remember, because of the blinded effect, you have advantage on their attacks.
In reaction to the bear trying to fucking eat me, I rage. Then I take a swing at its maw with my axe. Fuck, that's a 12.
Nice. A 12 still hits, dude.
That's 15 damage, Joe.
With a resounding crash, your axe slams into the face of the undead bear, causing it to recoil in both agony and fury from its already impaired state. You're up, Saxiron.
As my bonus action, I reach into my satchel and throw out my doge ball.
What the fuck's a doge ball?
What's a doge ball?
I ask again, what the fuck's a doge?
You reach into your satchel and withdraw an intricate mechanical ball and launch it forwards. As it lands, a tiny mechanical pupper springs forth from within, ready to engage in combat at your command.
Oh, that's a doge.
So what are you wanting Doge to do this turn, dude?
I like it.
I want him to circle around the bear, then unleash its force fork at it. That's a 14 to hit. And 5 damage.
With lightning speed, your faithful pupper darts 20 feet around the bear, carefully keeping its distance. Suddenly, it lets out a mighty bork, sending a powerful wave of force crashing into the bear, a clear display of why he is the bravest boy.
That's incredible.
For my turn, I'd like to cast Ray of Frost at the bear. That's a 13 to hit. and 6 points of cold damage, also reducing its speed by 10 feet.
Nice. You unleash a focused ray of frost from the palm of your hand, directing it with unerring accuracy towards the bear and seizing its joints with a numbing cold. Gilro, you're up.
I cast Eldritch Blast at the bear. For fuck's sake, that's a 10.
Did you roll with advantage?
Oh shit. Fuck, even worse.
Ah, you can't win them all, buddy. Anyway, as you release the crackle of purple energy, it completely bypasses the bear, crashing into a nearby tree.
That's unfortunate.
Now it's the bear's turn. Blinded, it lashes out wildly with its claws and attempts to take another bite out of you, Rar. Does a 14 or 16 beat your AC?
14 misses, but 16 hits.
Oh fuck, I think we could lose Rar here.
That's 11 points of piercing damage and 5 points of necrotic.
I'm fucking dead!
Hold your horses, Rar. Did you have the piercing damage? Remember, your rage is up.
No, I didn't. Good shout, Saxiron, you knowledgeable bastard.
Damn, that was close.
I'm still up, guys, but I look like I've just been shut out by the thing.
All right, top of the round. It's your go, Ronald.
Okay, I move over here and cast Firebolt at the bear, Joe. That's a 17 to hit and 10 damage.
Nice. Ronald, how do you want to do this?
How do I want to do what?
How do you want to kill the bear, my man?
Then why didn't you just say it like that?
I'm just trying out a completely new and original phrase I made up to signify the end of the battle. What do you think about it?
I gotta tell you, that's just plain dumb. Who in their right mind would ever think that would take off? Not gonna happen.
Wow, okay. Thanks for the brutally honest feedback anyway, dude. I'm probably still gonna use it, though.
Suit yourself. Anyway, I want to launch my firebolt directly into the bear's open mouth. It goes completely through and out of the other side.
How do you like it when the asshole violations are on the other foot? You stupid fucking bear.
With unparalleled mastery, you unleash a scorching firebolt that streaks through the air, finding its way directly into the bear's open maw. As the fire engulfs the creature from within, it erupts in a violent blaze that consumes it entirely, eventually bursting through the bear's asshole in a fiery explosion, and it lets out a scream of agony before it collapses to the floor. Good stuff, guys. You seriously fucked that bear up. I never thought its dignity would be stripped.
Hold on. This part was obviously he edited something in.
Asshole in a fiery explosion, and it lets out a scream of agony before it.
That actually came out of an episode of Joe Rogan I saw, I think, where he's pretending to be a bear fucking attacking somebody. Oh man. And he had to go through and actually play this out on whatever, on Foundry, you know. And, you know, in synchronization with the fucking narration from the AI and whatever. This is cool, man. This is surprisingly good. And little bite-sized pieces too, instead of like a 3-hour fucking chunk. That's really cool.
It collapses to the floor. Good stuff, guys. You seriously fucked that bear up. I never thought its dignity would be stripped from it like that, though.
Let that be a lesson to all creatures who dare violate my Rar.
You know what? I'm actually starting to like you.
Love for the Tronald is inevitable.
As you all survey the surrounding area, an unshakable feeling creeps over you that you are being watched, as if unseen eyes are fixed upon your every move.
I want to roll a perception check.
Go for it, dude.
That's an 18, Joe.
Your gaze pierces through the dense tree line, and you detect the presence of two shadowy figures peering at you from behind a thicket of shrubs. As soon as your eyes lock with theirs, the figures hastily retreat back into the foliage, vanishing from sight.
Bring the road in from over here.
The tree line to see who it is.
As you break through the thicket and emerge on the other side, you behold the two individuals who had been observing you from a distance. They are outfitted in strange alchemical garb and are flanked by a massive caravan that seems to be buzzing with activity.
Who the hell are you guys? Speak now before Tronald vanquishes you.
As you conclude your words, the first of the two individuals directs their attention towards you. He is an older man with a bald head and a pair of spectacles perched atop his nose. He looks directly at you and proceeds to say,
"Who do you think you are talking to right now?"
I'm talking to you, obviously. Why are you out here? Can't you tell it's dangerous?
You look at me and think that I'm the one in danger?
Calm down, dude. I'm just trying to be nice.
I am the danger.
Okay, then.
Hey there. I'm sorry about my friend. He has a tendency to get off on the wrong foot.
Well, would you look at that? At least one of you seems to have some manners. You can call me the chemist. What brings...
Fucking Heisenberg! No shit! Oh shit! Oh man. What's up, TVT? Good to see you, man. How's it going? Rick, his sidekick from Rick and Morty? You're kidding me. Oh my god.
brings you guys here?
All right, let's do at
Thanks
least.
for watching,
We'll
folks.
do one more of these.
If you want to see what crazy
These are
shit is
really
about to
good.
happen next, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit that bell to be notified when the next video drops. I mean, you don't have to, but it'd be cool if you did.
Here, I guess.
Scribe is how 4 million people turn processes into step-by-step guides.
That's great. I don't care.
Episode of The Artificial Chronicle, our intrepid band. In the previous episode of The Artificial Chronicle, our intrepid band of heroes embarked on a perilous journey from the bustling city of Waterdeep towards the ominous and treacherous bog. Amidst their preparations, tensions rose as they passionately debated the necessity of carrying rope along with them on this harrowing quest. Upon their arrival at the sinister bog, they found themselves ambushed by a fearsome undead bear, threatening the very life and dignity of their comrade Rar. In the face of this unspeakable horror, our valiant adventurers drew upon their cunning, resilience, and a touch of fortune, narrowly securing a hard-fought victory against the monstrous foe. Yet, even as they reveled in their triumph, they couldn't shake the eerie sensation of being watched. Emerging from the shadows were two enigmatic figures, a man who introduced himself as the chemist and his enigmatic partner. We resume this tale with the chemist seeking to unveil the purpose that has led Tronald and his courageous companions into the heart of the treacherous bog.
Would you look at that? At least one of you seems to have some manners. You can call me the chemist. What brings you guys here?
What are we doing out here? To be perfectly honest, I've lost track.
We're trying to track down a necromancer named Archibald.
Wow. You know, for a smart guy, that was pretty dumb of you. Of course, I remembered what we were doing. I just didn't think it was a great idea to tell two randos our plans.
Damn, I didn't think of it like that.
Well, since we've told you what we're doing, what are you doing?
We're cooking.
Wait, did you just say cooking?
Yes, I did. We're cooking a highly potent...
All of a sudden, the other individual standing next to the bald one pipes up. He's quite the character, this guy. A bit rough around the edges with a wild glint in his eye, and he says,
Jesus, Dalter, how many goddamn times do I have to drill it into your head? It's not cooking, you dweeb. We're talking about a freaking scientific process here, and we're not gonna sound like a pair of freaking losers by calling it that. I mean, come on, man.
Okay, that one could be better. That doesn't sound much like Rick, but that's pretty fucking hilarious. Fucking Walter from Breaking Bad and Rick and Morty. You gotta be kidding me.
And get with the program. I'm Rick Sanchez, for fuck's sake. I don't do lame.
What did you just fucking say about cooking?
Oh, shit.
He said it's lame, Rar.
I can see it now. You're going to be a pain in my arse. But let me tell you something. Cooking is not just some mundane task. It's an art form. It's a way to express oneself in the most beautiful and exquisite way possible. It takes skill, dedication, and a passion for perfection.
That was beautiful, man.
Well, as I was going to say, what we're making is...
Listen up, dipshit. Any jackass who thinks cooking takes any real skill is just deluding themselves into thinking they're doing something meaningful. Let's face it, it's not exactly rocket science. A brain-dead idiot could pull it off, but if you want to keep pretending like you're some sort of culinary genius, go right ahead. Just don't expect me to pat you on the back for it.
All right, guys, I've had enough of this spiky-haired clown.
Oh, we're slinging insults now, huh? Well, in that case, you look like Shrek's freaking chode.
Oh, shit.
I will end you.
Hey, give it a shot. It'll be your fucking funeral.
I'm sorry about our big green friend. He's very passionate about food and he has some serious anger issues.
I don't know, man. Big green and always angry? Seems to me like you're trying to rip off the Hulk.
What? No, you can't rip someone off just by being similar to...
Silence. What I was trying to say is we are not just cooking up some simple chemical. No, we are manufacturing a highly potent arcane enhancer, much like residuum, but purely synthetic. We don't need to waste our time searching for a source of residuum and then mining it. No. We can create it all right here.
That actually sounds impressive. Can I have a look at some?
The man reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a fingernail-sized chunk of blue crystal before holding it out to you.
Wow, it's beautiful.
It truly is.
You know, I'm quite the man of science myself. Do you mind me asking what your process for distillation is? Because in my experience, the most efficient way to distill synthetic compounds is to use a combination of vacuum and fractional distillation. You see, it's all about maximizing the yield while maintaining the highest level of purity.
Huh. I have to disagree with you there. While those methods are certainly effective, I believe the best way to achieve the purest synthetic residuum is to use a reflux setup. It allows for greater control over the process and results in a much higher quality end product.
Oh, geez, you guys are both clueless. Reflux setup, vacuum, and fractional distillation, boring. I've been crafting synthetics since before you were a glimmer in your daddy's eye, Dalter. And let me tell you, the only way to get the purest synthetic residuum is to use a modified Dean Stark apparatus. It will result in the purest, most potent synthetic residuum you've ever seen.
I don't know. I've seen some pretty impressive results using my method. And let's not forget about the importance of automation and efficiency.
But automation and efficiency mean nothing if the end product isn't of the highest quality.
You're both missing the point. It's not about efficiency, automation, or even the method. It's about understanding the science behind it all. And that's something neither of you can comprehend. But hey, if you want to settle for second best, go ahead. Just don't expect me to join you.
What the fuck are you even...
I was gonna say, they're having an argument about the best way to make fucking meth. I swear to Bob. This fucking podcast is off the chain, dude.
talking about?
Don't even worry about it, Hulk. Someone who thinks cooking is an art form wouldn't know the first thing about creating a grumbo fleeb, let alone the chemical alteration process of manufacturing synthetic residuum.
But if you guys have created some already, surely you already know the best method?
Not quite. We're still testing out different methods to figure out what works best. Anyway, what you see right here is highly unstable, and I wouldn't advise using it. You see, we ran into quite an issue. This necromancer you speak of approached us yesterday and demanded that we create our synthetic residuum for him, else he would end us.
But you want to know what we did? Well, we made a phony compound that looks exactly like the real thing, but if that sucker tries to use it, it'll be lights out for him. We're talking boom, brains all over the place.
So you guys want this guy dead too? Maybe we could work together.
Yeah, 6 is a hell of a lot better odds than 4.
Why not?
I mean, sure, we'll work together, but don't go slowing us down or fucking it up for us.
This is good.
Fuck that. I'm not working with someone who has such disrespect for food.
Look, I'm not saying I disrespect food or anything. I mean, I needed to keep this genius brain of mine functioning at full capacity, but let's be real here. The people who think they're all that just because they can throw some ingredients together and call it art are deluding themselves. It's not like they're performing open heart surgery or creating a new energy source or anything. They're just making food.
Fuck you.
Come on, Rar, we could really use their help.
It's not happening.
Don't you want to save the townsfolk?
And think of the gold, too.
Do I look like I give a fuck about the townsfolk? And as for the gold, it wouldn't be worth putting up with this donkey.
Listen up, Rar. I'm with you on the whole screw the townsfolk and their gold thing, but there's something even more important at stake here. This necromancer we're dealing with, he's pure evil. Remember how he disrespected their food, Rar. Their food. Can you even imagine the sheer audacity of that? It's an abomination that cannot and will not be tolerated. We're talking about the very essence of life here, the foundation upon which everything else is built.
You are as wise as you are powerful, Tronald. The food's integrity must come first.
You are as wise as you are powerful? Is that supposed to be a compliment or an insult?
You underestimate my power.
I feel like I've heard that line before.
Right, that's enough dilly-dallying. What's our plan of attack on the necromancer? Do either of you two know where he resides?
Do we know where he resides? Come on, of course we know where he lives. You really think we just wing it without doing our homework on this cuck? We've got his location down to a T so we can go and, you know, neutralize his sorry ass.
I don't trust him, Joe. I want to roll an insight check.
Sure thing, buddy. Roll a d20 for me.
That's a 13 minus 2, so 11.
With an 11, you find that he's extremely difficult to read. However, you do notice that there is something about the way he carries himself that shows a level of competence far beyond what his appearance might suggest.
Okay, so I asked the strange-looking one whereabouts the necromancer is.
With a sweeping gesture of his hand, the man beckons for you to follow him. It's a subtle yet commanding movement, and you find yourself drawn in by his magnetism.
What's the bald one doing currently?
Dalter seems to be waiting for you guys to follow Rick.
So what are we saying, guys? Shall we trust them?
No, I don't trust them, but I want the necromancer dead, and working with them ups our chances.
That's incredibly rational of you, Rar. I'm impressed.
Look, I say we go ahead and believe them. I'm a pretty damn good judge of character, and these both seem like stand-up guys.
Okay, then. In that case, we follow them, Joe.
Okay, then. As you follow the two individuals through the thick, murky terrain, you can feel the weight of the swamp bearing down on you. The oppressive humidity makes every step feel like a slog, and the air is thick with the stench of decaying vegetation. Your group falls silent as Rick abruptly makes a hush motion. You strain your ears, but the only sound that interrupts the eerie stillness is the squelching of mud beneath your boots, as though the earth itself is protesting your presence. Every so often, an unknown creature lets out a shrill squawk or a low growl, reminding you of the danger lurking just beyond your vision.
Do I feel like we're getting close?
You'll have to roll a perception check, buddy.
Not a problem. Tronald's eyes see all.
Wait, if I assist, does that mean he can roll with advantage?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, then I assist as well, so you can have double advantage.
That's not how it works, dude. You can only have one advantage.
Well, technically someone can have multiple advantages, they just don't stack. Speaking of, are we playing with the rule set that if I had 2 advantages and 1 disadvantage, they would cancel out to leave me with a singular advantage?
Yeah, sure, dude. I think that's fair.
Awesome.
Wow, I got an 18 on both. I knew I didn't need your help, Saxaron. All you really achieved there was making me expend more energy rolling multiple dice.
I'm sorry, Tronald. I know holding multiple objects is challenging for you because of your incredibly small...
My incredibly small what?
It doesn't matter.
That's what I thought.
I think he was going to say you've got incredibly small hands.
Really? Well, I sure am glad we've got Sherlock over here to deduce that information. I definitely wasn't being coy or anything.
You're welcome. That's what friends are for.
Who am I kidding? I can't be mad at you.
With an 18 on your perception check, you begin to perceive through the thick fog ahead of you. As your eyes adjust, the outlines of the trees and underbrush become clearer, and you catch sight of a looming structure in the distance. As you approach, the details of the abandoned manor house come into focus. Its grand architecture hints at a long-forgotten wealth and prestige, now marred by the ravages of time and neglect. You can almost hear the creak of the rusted gate and the howling of the wind through the boarded-up windows. It's a chilling sight.
So then, who's going to be the one to knock?
I don't think knocking's appropriate for the situation, Tronald.
Yeah, why the fuck would we knock?
Well, that joke clearly went straight over your head.
Don't worry, I got it.
Thank you, Ra.
I asked Dalter if he knows whether the necromancer is home at the moment.
Dalter turns to you and he says,
I'm not entirely certain, but I suppose there's only one way to confirm it.
Well, he's expecting us, isn't he? So I say we just stroll right in there and let him be the guinea pig for our new product. Let's see how he likes it.
Okay, so we will just follow your guy's lead and only make our move if things go south.
Things aren't going to go south. I mean, come on, there's no way my product isn't going to work.
Our product.
Oh, come on, Dalter, don't be such a stick in the mud. I was just using a figure of speech, you know? I mean, do I really have to spell it out for you? Sometimes I wonder if you're even paying attention.
I feel like we should take a short rest for Rar's sake.
That's a good shout, Tronald.
Thanks for looking out for me, buddy.
I'll always look out for you, Rar.
Yeah, it'd be pretty dumb of us to wall straight in with our jolly green giant so low on HP.
Okay, so you all trudge wearily until, finally, you come across a relatively dry spot to rest your aching muscles. As you catch your breath, you gaze towards the looming manor in the distance. You can't help but feel a sense of foreboding as you contemplate what dangers may await you inside. With a deep breath, you steel yourself for what's to come, and that is where we will pick up next session.
Hey, listen up, you beautiful people. I've gone ahead and, installed a top-notch nano chip in your brains. It's designed to stimulate your neurotransmitters, making you feel like $1 million every time you hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, or ring-a-ding-ding that little bell. It's like a little reward system, but trust me, it's for your own good. Because if you don't follow these simple steps, well, let's just say that same nano chip can make you feel like you're watching Jerry's Hungry for Apples commercial on a loop for eternity. So come on. Do yourselves a favor and hit those buttons like you're squanching at a squanch party. Don't make me regret my genius, people.
The future of your business is...
Crap, I ran out of cobblestone. I'm trying to make like a little town square right here and then maybe have a fountain in the middle of it or a well. I think that'll be cool. We'll have some buildings up on the hill. But the well is probably all that's going to be down here. We might be able to work one in over here. Maybe. What's possible? I may have to clear out some of this land and bring it all down to that level. But that won't be any big deal. Alright. Oh, my bad.
In the previous episode of Artificial Chronicles, we delved deeper into the mysteries surrounding Dalter and Rick, those curious denizens of the bog.
Why did I do that?
Our heroes discovered a shared ambition, a desire to extinguish the vile necromancer's existence. Yet Ra hesitated to join forces, for Rick's contempt for the culinary arts struck a nerve deep within his soul. However, Tronald, with his silver tongue and unrivaled eloquence, swayed Ra's heart and united the group in their quest for justice. Together, they traversed the treacherous bog, overcoming its challenges and emerging from the shadows of the trees. As they stood at the edge of the darkness, their eyes beheld the haunting visage of the manor, where Archibald the Necromancer is said to dwell.
As the soothing respite of your short rest draws to a close, a sense of renewed vigor courses through your veins, a gentle reminder of the importance of moments of reprieve amidst the chaos. We will take this time for you guys to discuss your plans of how you wish to proceed, or if there is anything you would like to prepare.
Well, first things first, I want to swap out a spell or two.
Unfortunately, you can't do that, Tronald. You would need a long rest to switch your prepared spells.
Really? Can't we just make it a house rule that I can swap them with a short rest?
There's a reason why the rules were made like that, my man. Wizards would be crazy OP if they could swap on a short rest.
That's true. I don't want to take too much of the spotlight off the rest of these guys.
Dude, can you get any more obnoxious?
Don't worry about it, Gilro. He's just thinking out loud.
I know what I said.
Does anyone else want to do anything during this short rest?
Well, we still need to come up with a plan. Are we going to go with Rick and Dalter's idea? Or are we going to make something up ourselves?
I've got a suggestion.
Oh, God.
Let's hear it then, dude.
We go into the manor and kill the necromancer.
I mean, I don't know what I expected.
What do you mean? It's perfect.
Aside from the fact he skipped through steps B to G and landed on H, yeah, sure.
Don't listen to him, Rar. I liked it.
Thanks, Tronald.
So I think our best bet is to quietly infiltrate the manor, scout it out, figure out if the necromancer is home or not, and then maybe lure him to an area where we would have the advantage.
That could work nicely with Rick and Dalter's plan. If we stay hidden and let the necromancer come to us, then if their plan doesn't work, we can ambush them.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I don't know. I still like Rar's plan.
Can you just be serious for a minute, Tronald?
What, you think I'm not?
It's okay, Tronald. They just like to add unnecessary steps to sound smarter. We will go with theirs.
Well, it looks like it's decided then.
All right, then. We stealthily make our way to the doorway, Joe.
Okay, so I need you all to roll a stealth check.
Natural 20 for me.
Nice. 19 total.
I got a 15 plus 3.
13 plus 2 for me.
Wow.
What are you wowing at?
Nothing. I just expected your stealth to be significantly lower than that.
He just wants to see you fail, Rar.
What? No, I don't. Stop trying to instigate, Tronald.
You know, it's a real shame we can't just want each other to succeed.
As one, you begin your cautious approach towards the manor's imposing entrance. With each step, the foreboding structure looms larger, its dark, chilling facade seemingly absorbing the last remnants of warmth and light from the surroundings. Gargoyle statues perched high above leer down upon you with menacing expressions, their stone eyes appearing almost lifelike as they seem to track your every move.
I try the door. Is it open?
As you extend your hand to grasp the door handle, an unnaturally icy cold radiates from the metal, seeping into your very bones. It's as if the manor itself is warning you of the darkness that dwells within. Undeterred, you attempt to turn the handle, only to find that it's locked, barring your entry into the mysterious edifice.
I want to roll a perception check, Joe, see if I can hear anything inside.
Go for it, dude.
That's a 17 total.
Nice. As you press your ear gently against the door, the eerie sounds from within the manor start to reveal themselves. The haunting melody of the wind whistles through the dark halls, its ghostly tune accompanied by a faint rattling sound which sends shivers down your spine, as if skeletal remains were being disturbed from their eternal slumber. Alongside these chilling noises, you discern low, guttural moans echoing through the corridors, hinting at the presence of twisted, tormented beings lurking within.
Guys, there's definitely skeletons and zombies in there.
Skeletons and zombies in the home of a necromancer? I don't believe you.
You're an asshole, Tronald. Watch your tone. And that's another thing. Since when the fuck were you two best buddies? You fucking hated each other like 6 hours ago.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I want to swiftly and quietly try to use some spare metal wiring from my pack to use it as a makeshift lockpick on the door.
Okay, dude, I'll need you to roll a dexterity check.
That's a 10 total.
Swiftly, you retrieve an assortment of wiring from your pack, intending to manipulate the lock that bars your entry. You insert the makeshift tools into the keyhole, carefully navigating the inner mechanisms. The tension in the air builds as you work, each passing moment amplifying your focus on the task at hand. Suddenly, without warning, a sickening snap shatters the silence. The wiry tool you were so meticulously using has broken off inside the lock.
Shit. We're going to have to find another way in, guys. The last thing we want is to cause too much noise by trying to force it open.
Fuck this. I cast smash on the door, Joe.
Oh, shit.
That's my boy.
Damn, roll a strength check for me, buddy.
That's a 21 total, Joe.
In the blink of an eye, determination surges through you as you grip your great axe firmly, unwilling to let a setback stand in your way. With an impressive display of strength and resolve, you hoist the mighty weapon above your head and bring it down upon the door with thunderous force. Wooden shards explode in a shower of splinters as the door yields to your might, leaving a cloud of dust and debris swirling in the aftermath. As the dust settles,
smash. Yeah, like that's not a spell.
Shadows
Come
within the
on.
manor. Countless glowing eyes and shifting silhouettes, each belonging to a different figure, meander through the dimly lit interior.
Fantastic work, Rar.
As the myriad of glowing eyes of the shadowy figures creatures fixate upon you, a palpable surge of malevolence emanates from them. With unnerving synchrony, they hoist their weapons and begin their approach. And with that, I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Bum, 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 bum.
That's a 5 total for me, Joe.
That's an 8.
I gotta think about this a little bit.
Well, this is a good start.
That's a 17 for me, Joe.
All right, then. The first to act is one of the zombies. It lurches forward, closing the distance between itself and you, Rar, before unleashing a vicious strike in your direction. That's a dirty 20 to hit and 5 damage.
Do I half that, Joe?
Sorry, dude, you're not raging yet, so you take full damage this time.
Well, fuck.
Don't worry, Rar, you're a meaty boy. You can take it.
Gilro, you're up.
Okay, so I move over here and cast Hex on this zombie, followed by an Eldritch Blast at it. That's a 16 total to hit. 8 spell damage and 5 hex damage for a 13 total.
Nice.
As you weave the hex onto the zombie, its sinister power takes hold, ensnaring the creature in its dark embrace. Moments later, a surge of ominous dark purple energy erupts from your fingertips as your Eldritch Blast hurls toward the hexed undead. Now it's the turn of another zombie. The creature shambles unsteadily in Gilro's direction. It raises its decaying limbs and aims a forceful slam attack at you. That's a natural 20 with 6 damage total.
Damn, well, that could have been worse.
Okay, now it's the last zombie's turn. The zombie lunges forward in a burst of speed, heading straight for you, Tronald. With a swift, menacing motion, it attempts to strike you. That's an 8 to hit.
I'm pretty sure that misses, Joe.
Well, it's always best to double-check rather than assume. Now it's Dalter's turn. He swiftly maneuvers around as he equips a crossbow. He positions the weapon and pulls the trigger. The bolt flies through the air with a roll of 13 to hit, dealing a solid 8 points of damage upon impact.
Wow, Baldy's a menace.
It's now the first skeleton's turn. The bony creature shuffles into position, swiftly knocking an arrow onto its bowstring. With a sudden snap, the arrow is unleashed, hurtling through the air in Saxiron's direction. That's a 14 to hit.
That misses me, Joe. My AC is 15.
Nice. Now it's the second skeleton's go. It moves and unleashes yet another arrow in your direction, Saxiron. That's a 21 to hit.
That hits me, Joe. My AC is 15.
You know you don't need to clarify what your armor class is every time.
Oh, I know.
Fair enough. Well, that's 6 points of damage to you, Saxiron.
Damn.
That brings us to Tronald's go. What do you do, man?
Okay, so I move over here, Joe, before shouting out, "The power of Tronald compels you," and releasing a burning hand spell at both of the zombies, making sure to avoid Rar.
That's awesome, dude. Roll your damage.
What are you compelling them to do exactly?
I don't know. Die, I guess?
They're zombies, dude. They're already dead.
Actually, they're undead.
Look, I don't care if they're already dead. I'll kill them again. Now stop distracting me and let me roll my damage. That's 13 damage, Joe.
Nice, dude. And both of them fail their dex saving throws, so you do full damage.
Damn, I'm incredible.
Now it's Rar's turn.
Excellent. Firstly, I fucking rage. Then I make a swing at the zombie next to Tronald. Oh, fuck off. That's a natural one.
It's okay, buddy. It happens to the best of us.
You should have used Reckless Attack.
What's a reckless attack?
Dude, have you even read your abilities? It allows you to roll your attack rolls with advantage. The drawback to this is that all enemies also get advantage on you.
Okay, well, I do that then.
Sorry, dude. You can't decide to do it after the fact. You'll have to wait until next turn.
Oh, fuck you.
Wow, okay then.
You tell him, Rar.
Blinded by your rage, you take a swing at the zombie, completely missing it and impaling the floor. Saxiron, you're up.
Okay, so firstly, I want to throw out my Doge Ball as a free action.
I would let him do his
because last
rage.
time we messed up, your Doge has to use its turn directly after yours.
That's fine. I'm merely summoning it to cancel out the disadvantage I would receive by attacking the zombie in front of me.
Wow, there's some...
You gotta remember, like, what they're doing is describing what they do in an instant, right? All of these turns are supposed to happen kind of instantaneously. And each round is only like 6 seconds. So, I don't know. I would let him do it. I would let him do his rage. That's bullshit. That's a bullshit ruling, Joe Rogan. You're an asshole.
Mad strats.
Next, I cast Firebolt at the zombie in front of me, where I now get to do a straight roll. That's a 13 to hit and 10 damage.
Incredible. With a masterful flourish of your hand, you unleash the searing firebolt at the zombie, sending it crashing to the ground in a heap of smoldering remains. But wait, the creature stirs, attempting to harness its undead fortitude to rise once more. Not with a 5, it doesn't. Now it's the last skeleton's go. It moves its way around to get a clear shot at you, Tronald, before unleashing the arrow. That's an 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits me, Joe.
So that's 5 piercing damage to you, Tronald.
Are you forgetting something here?
No, I'm not forgetting anything. Don't try tell me how to D&D. I know what I'm doing.
All right, then. We're back to the first zombie's go. It's going to try attack you, Rar. That's a 12 to hit.
Pathetic.
I'm going to take that as it misses, right?
Apparently Samuel L. Jackson has been a wizard in the past.
I've got to check. Anyway, it's your turn, Gilro.
Okay, so all I'm going to do is cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
As you complete the incantation and release the spell, a shimmering, frost-covered armor materializes around your body. The ethereal ice clings to your form, radiating an otherworldly chill and glistening with a mesmerizing arcane light. It's now the second zombie's turn to act. With a sudden burst of ferocity, it lunges in your direction, aiming a vicious swipe at your chest. The rotting hand comes hurtling towards you with a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits me.
So you take 5 damage.
Don't forget that the zombie takes 5 points of cold damage from hitting my armor.
Don't worry, dude. I've marked it down. Now it's Dalter's turn once again. He loads a bolt into his crossbow and takes aim at the first zombie. He releases the shot, and with a roll of 12 to hit, the bolt finds its mark, inflicting 5 points of damage on the undead foe.
What is it with everyone doing 5 damage?
It is kind of weird.
It's all about probability. You see, a 20-sided dice has an equal chance of landing on any of its faces, which means the probability of rolling a specific number, like a 5, is 1 in 20 or 0.05. Now, for example, to roll a 5, 10 consecutive times, we have to multiply the probability of a single roll by itself 10 times.
Oh my god.
So it would be 0.05.
It's not a roll. It's not a 20-sided die for damage.
I know how it happens. I'm just saying it's weird.
Anyway, Dalter managed to kill that zombie. It failed its undead fortitude, so it doesn't get back up. You'll be happy to know he didn't roll a 5, Tronald.
Why are you all...
Silver Ogre asks, have you seen Professor DM from Dungeon Craft? He has great suggestions for speeding up combat. I'll have to check it out, man. For sure. I think I could use some pointers, definitely. But, you know, I think we had fun. We had fun the other night. It was good stuff.
Assuming I hate 5s. My name isn't Tronald, hater of 5s. It's just Tronald. However, I would accept Tronald the Magnificent or the Omnipotent Tronald.
Yeah, I'm not calling you that.
You don't have to call me anything Gilro, but it doesn't make it less true.
Right, that's enough of whatever that was. The first skeleton is going to pull back its bowstring and release an arrow at you, Gilro.
Great.
That's a 22 to hit, so I'm guessing that hits. And for the damage, it rolled the absolute minimum of 3.
Don't forget my Armor of Agathis.
Not on a ranged attack, mister.
Thank you, Saxiron.
Hey, why the fuck are you on his side? He's trying to kill us.
He's not. The zombies and skeletons are. Plus, you know, rules are like the laws of physics for our daily lives. We might not always enjoy them, but they're keeping us from spiraling into chaos.
Please stop giving him ammunition.
All right, now it's the second skeleton's go. It's going to attack you, Tronald.
It can certainly try.
That's a miss. It rolled a 6. All right, it's your turn, Tronald. What you doing?
I want to run up and get all 3 skeletons in range and then cast Burning Hand.
Nice. Let's see if any of them succeed on their saving throws. Nope, they all fail. Roll your damage, dude.
Excellent. That's 10 points of fire damage, Joe.
Good shit, man. So you managed to kill the second skeleton. Next up is Rar with Saxiron on deck.
Okay, so this
Bob
time
World
I
Builder.
reckless attack the last skeleton with my great axe.
I have actually seen some Bob World Builder stuff. I do watch some of that. He did some reviews on some of the modules I was interested in and some other things. But I haven't seen the other guy, so I'll have to check him out, man. That's cool. Like I say, I could definitely use some pointers. I'll tell you that. There, I'll put that in there. All right.
That's a 17 to hit and 10 total damage.
Dude, you gotta wait until I tell you whether you hit it first.
Why? I already know a skeleton isn't going to have 17 AC.
That's not the point, dude, but whatever. You hit and you kill it. Well done.
All right, so I want to move over here and cast.
Well, again, that's like an asshole thing from Joe Rogan. You don't have to fucking be like that. It's pretty obvious that skeleton doesn't have a 17 AC.
Firebolt at the second skeleton. For fuck's sake. That's an 8 total.
Yeah, so that misses, dude.
Then my doge is going to move over here and give the help action to Gilro.
Sweet, Gilro, you're up.
Okay, so I cast Eldritch Blast at the zombie in front of me. Because of Doge, it's a straight roll, right?
Yeah, that's right, dude.
That's a 19 to hit and 9 total.
Well, what are the other two doing? They're just kind of hanging out in the back. I guess they chose to not participate in the fight? I don't know.
Damage.
Impressive, Gilro. With unwavering focus, you unleash your Eldritch Blast at the zombie mere inches away from you. The surge of deep purple energy violently collides with the creature, causing it to crumple to the ground in a lifeless heap. Oh, hold up. The creature manages a 16 on its undead fortitude roll. Before your very eyes, the seemingly lifeless husk of the fallen zombie stirs once more. With an ominous snarl, it lurches back to its feet, its undead resolve unyielding in the face of defeat.
Oh, well, that's great.
Now it's that zombie's go. It lunges towards you, Gilro. That's a 19 to hit alongside 6 damage.
Don't forget my armor, Joe.
As the zombie's blow connects, the icy armor enveloping you shatters into a cascade of frosty shards. The final layer of protection is breached by the force of the strike, and the undead assailant collapses once again to the ground. This time, however, it fails to muster the strength for an undead fortitude save and remains motionless in defeat. Now it's Dalter's go. He unleashes another bolt at the remaining skeleton, but misses with a 10.
That's pretty
Now
good.
for the remaining skeleton, it pulls back its bowstring and fires an arrow towards you, Gilro. That's a 17 to hit.
Well, fuck, this could be bad, guys, but yeah, that hits, Joe.
So that's 5 points of piercing damage.
Yep, I'm down, guys.
Oh, shit.
In a heart-wrenching moment, you all bear witness to the harrowing scene unfolding before you. The arrow that pierced Gilro's chest makes a chilling, sickening thud, and the impact sends him crumpling to the ground. The gravity of the situation weighs heavily on each of you as you watch your companion fall.
Well, shit.
Now it's back to you, Tronald.
Don't worry, Gilro, we'll save you. I make a firebolt attack at the skeleton, Joe. That's a 16 to hit.
That hits, buddy. How much damage do you do?
6 points of fire damage.
Tronald, how do you want to do this?
Oh my God, so you totally ignored my advice. Fine. With the pain of watching my comrade fall, I unleash the firebolt towards the skeleton, shattering its reanimated figure and charring the bones to ash.
Awesome description, dude. Well, that's combat over. What are you guys gonna do?
We need to act quickly. Does anybody have any health potions?
Fuck no, I don't.
Nope, we really should have bought some before we left Waterdeep.
Well, there's no point looking at this in hindsight. Maybe I could try and stabilize him at least.
At this point, I'm gonna need you to make a death-saving throw, Gilro.
That's a 7, Joe.
Damn, so that's one fail.
Fuck.
At this point, Rick speaks up as he says,
Don't worry, guys. I've got a health potion I can give him.
Wait, where the fuck were you that entire fight?
Sorry, the situation made me freeze up and I didn't know what to do.
You know, that's really quite pathetic of you. But you can make it up to us by giving Gilro that health potion.
I knew he was a fucking coward.
I want to roll an insight check, Joe.
Go for it, dude.
For fuck's sake, that's a 5.
Oh great, the 5s are back.
So he seems like he's being truthful, and you can understand why Rick may have been frightened in the situation.
Yeah, right, okay, sure.
Anyway, Rick proceeds to make his way over to the body of Gilro before crouching down beside him and reaching into his pack. Damn.
Huh?
And with that, Rick reveals an icy blue-hued dagger concealed in his grasp.
What?
With a swift, merciless motion, he drives the blade deep into Gilro's heart, the cold steel sealing his cruel intentions. This is the end of your journey, Gilro, and that is where we will pick up next session. Hey folks, it's your friendly Dungeon Master here. I just wanted to take a moment and say a massive thank you to each and every one of you who have been tuning in and supporting the channel. You guys are the reason we keep going, and you have made it an incredible journey so far. Now, if you're looking for a way to connect with other like-minded adventurers and dive deeper into the world of AI or D&D, I highly recommend joining our Discord community. We've got...
Holy shit! Fucking Rick Sanchez just killed Gilroy. What the fuck? Oh my god. The plot thickens. You see, like, this is the way to introduce a chaotic evil creature right there. Or a chaotic evil party member, I mean. Right there. That's what you have to be a chaotic evil. That's nuts. Okay, I gotta see what happens next. Now I'm hooked.
You know what's really fun?
Again. I want to remind you guys that this is the AI guy on YouTube. Definitely go check him out and give him a sub and a like, because this stuff is hilarious. Okay. One more.
Chronicle. Our courageous heroes concluded their short rest and devised strategies to conquer the nefarious necromancer. They chose the path of stealth, discarding Rar's plan. Alas, fate had other ideas, and an unfortunate skill check left the manor's door stubbornly sealed. Undeterred, Rar assumed responsibility for breaching the barrier, utterly destroying it with his brute strength.
Now you see why I'm on episode 42, says Mr. Fister.
Encountered an unholy gathering of zombies and skeletons, and a fierce battle ensued. Though victory was ultimately theirs, it came at a great cost. Gilro lay unconscious and teetering on the brink of death. In a shocking turn of events, Rick, under the guise of administering a health potion, unveiled his malevolent intentions by plunging a dagger into Gilro's heart, extinguishing the last vestiges of life within him.
What the fuck, Rick?
Why did you do that?
With a sickening squelch, Rick pulls his blade out of Gilro's chest, a twisted smile spreading across his face. The air is thick with the metallic scent of blood, and the gruesome sight of the lifeless body slumped on the ground sends shivers down your spine. As Rick slowly turns towards you, he says,
Well, perhaps it's because I am Archibald.
No, this doesn't make sense. You was making a compound with Dalter to try and kill the necromancer.
Of course it fucking makes sense. I knew something was off about him from the start.
All right, hold on a second. I'm going to switch the screens. Put that one over there. Then we can get rid of this one.
Right. The necromancer destroyed the townsfolk's food, and then we find someone in the exact location the necromancer was meant to be, who also hates the culinary arts. How the fuck didn't you guys see this?
I gotta tell you, Rar, I completely agree with you on this one. I told Saxaron from the very beginning that I was getting some majorly bad vibes from this guy.
What? No, you distinctly said that you're an amazing judge of character and that we should trust them.
Wrong.
Stop trying to shift the blame, Saxaron.
That's exactly what he said.
How are you forgetting the literal 40-second speech he gave you about how we must protect the food's integrity?
You're not only lying to me, but to yourself as well.
It's disgraceful.
Oh, whatever. I asked Rick why he's doing what he's doing.
Upon hearing your question, Rick's visage undergoes a striking transformation. The once proud, cruel smirk fades, replaced by a stern and resolute expression, revealing a newfound determination etched across his features, and he says,
Is this the part where I'm expected to divulge the intricate details of my nefarious scheme? Well, I suppose I could indulge you. After all, you're all doomed to perish here regardless, so allow me the pleasure of enlightening you about my masterful machinations. You see, I am but a cog in the vast machine known as the Obitus. We share a common belief that this world has festered and decayed beyond redemption, and that it must be purged and reborn anew. The power required to accomplish such a feat is beyond even our most formidable members. However, with the aid of a substantial quantity of residuum, our ambitions could become a reality. Alas, residuum is a costly and elusive resource. Thus, I took it upon myself to exploit the simple-minded townsfolk you spoke of earlier, contributing my part to our collective goal. And in my endeavors, I discovered Dalter, a man whose mind I bent to my will. You see, the task of amassing the gold required to procure the necessary amount of residuum is a near insurmountable challenge. We would need a dragon's weight of the substance to achieve our aims. So imagine my delight upon finding someone capable of synthesizing a potent alternative to the elusive material. My superiors were overjoyed with my serendipitous discovery, and the path forward became clear. Our dream of purging the world and starting anew is now within our grasp, and nothing will stand in our way.
What are you trying to do with
This is getting deep with Rick Sanchez, man. Holy shit. Wow.
the residuum?
The man's twisted grin reclaims its place upon his face as he takes a deliberate step backward, raising his hands into the air as he says,
I'm sorry, Saxaron, but I'm afraid story time is over. It's time to go to sleep.
And with that, I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my God, a 6.
That's a 17 for me.
All right, so it's your turn first, Rar. What you doing?
First, I rage, then I run towards Rick and smash him in his fucking face. That's a 12 to hit.
Damn, sorry, buddy, but a 12 misses.
Oh, fuck off.
Now it's Rick's turn. He reaches out his hand as 3 scorching rays of fire shoot out from his fingertips, one towards each of you. However, he does roll with disadvantage because you're in his face, Rar. That's a 9 on Rar, a 17 on Tronald, and a 19 on you, Saxaron.
Well, that hits me, Joe. I have no more spell slots left.
Yeah, that hits me too.
Nowhere fucking near.
As Rick unleashes a trio of fire rays, the first one slams into you, Tronald, searing your flesh with a painful 5 damage. The second beam finds its mark on...
I see, that's something else that I don't normally do. I try to give everybody a long rest at the end of every session, so that all the spell slots and everything get replenished. But if I tried to play it super straight with the time, that would not happen. Some of them would have to be short rests. Unless you wanted to travel at night, I guess. I don't know. I don't feel like it's my place to tell them what to do and what to take. But in certain situations, having a long rest wouldn't be feasible, really. Right? I don't know. That's interesting. But definitely adds a level of difficulty to the following encounters if you're not able to replenish all of your spell slots and shit like that. And it's, you know, an extra layer on top of that when you just finished a battle with somebody else, and then now you've got like a mini boss or a player character turning on you. That's fucking nuts. I didn't even think about that as a possibility, that I wanted to entertain. Because now, let's say Rick Sanchez was part of the party that I'm running, right? What do I do with that character? Because the rest of the players can't know what you're doing, and you can't know what the rest of the players are doing after this. That's assuming everybody survives. So that becomes a little difficult to manage, I think. But it's an interesting idea.
On Saxiron, inflicting 6 damage as it singes your clothes. Meanwhile, the last ray narrowly misses Rar, streaking past and violently crashing into the wall beyond.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't on death's door right now, guys.
Yeah, this is bad.
All right, Saxiron, you're up.
Okay, so I cast Fairy Fire on Rick.
As you lift your gauntlet, you quickly manipulate the mechanism on it, causing it to shift and transform. With a swift motion, you release a brilliant burst of radiant light. The dazzling luminescence envelops Rick in a shimmering aura, making him an easier target and granting advantage on all attack rolls against him. It's now Dalter's turn to act. With a fluid motion, he raises his crossbow and sends a bolt streaking towards you, Rar. That's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits me.
So that's 6 points of piercing damage reduced to 3 because of your rage.
Nice. Someone kill that annoying fucker.
No, it's obvious he's being magically manipulated. We deal with Rick first, then the enchantment will fade.
You're up, Tronald.
Okay, so I move over here, Joe, and cast Firebolt at Rick.
Don't forget you have advantage.
Thanks for reminding me, Saxiron, but Tronald's mind is like a vault. That's a 14 to hit, Joe.
That would have hit, but Rick cast Shield as a reaction.
Great.
Okay, it's your turn, Rar. What do you do?
I take a swing at him, Joe, and I don't need to use Rickless Attack because of the Fairy Fire.
What? Did you just say it was called Rickless Attack?
It's a play on words, Saxiron, because there's going to be one less Rick in the world after I'm finished.
Huh, that's clever.
You really need to stop underestimating my boy's intelligence. It's second only to mine.
Well, that's just absolutely inaccurate. But since when have inaccuracies stopped you from making statements, Tronald?
Blasphemy.
That's a 19 to hit, Joe.
With a battle cry.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God says, no, it's a good idea to try to end the session in a safe area. Yeah, I think so, too. Just to give everybody a chance to get everything back. But it would definitely raise the tension if we ended the session on a short rest instead.
You hoist your mighty great axe high above your head, and in a swift, powerful motion, you bring it crashing down upon Rick. The edge of the axe blade bites deeply into his shoulder with a thunderous impact, eliciting a pained grimace from your foe. How much damage do you do, buddy?
11 total damage.
Nice. Now it's Rick's turn. He runs over here, which means you get an attack of opportunity with advantage, Rar.
Fuck this game. That's a natural one and a 6.
Damn, dude, that's unlucky. Rick quickly rummages through his pack, extracting a scroll covered in mysterious arcane symbols. He begins to recite a series of dark incantations, and as the words leave his lips, the scroll bursts into flame and disintegrates into a fine ash. In the wake of the scroll's destruction, a minuscule bead of fire emerges, racing through the air toward the far end of the room with a sinister purpose.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So this is going to hit Doge, Saxiron, and Rar.
Fuck, I forgot to move my Doge.
What spell is he casting?
It's a fireball, Rar.
And is that bad?
For us, incredible.
So that's a massive 28 points of damage to everyone except Tronald. Now roll your dex saving throws to see whether it's halved or not.
Dude, I'm on 2 health. If I fail this, I'm dead. Like dead.
What? How?
If an attack causes damage that exceeds a character's maximum hit points, they are instantly killed without the chance for death saving throws.
Wow, you're a real dick for that, Joe.
Hey, it's not me, it's Rick.
Keep telling yourself that if it helps you sleep at night.
Fuck, that's an 8.
Okay, I use one of my...
It's okay, Tronald. I came prepared for a situation like this. I cast Absorb Elements as a reaction to reduce the fire damage by half. And as for my Doge, it's dead no matter what, so there's no real point rolling for it.
Sorry, dude. And what about you, Rar?
Oh, great, that's an 8.
Damn. So you also take the full 28 points of fire damage.
Wait, Joe. I expend one of my luckies on Rar's saving throw.
Oh shit, so that's what you went with.
What does that mean?
It means you get to roll again, buddy.
Fuck, you're amazing, Tronald.
I'm just doing my part.
Oh, fuck off. That's a 12.
Yeah, a 12 doesn't quite make the cut. Tronald, you stare in abject terror as the massive fireball detonates, obliterating your comrades in an instant. What's left of their charred remains are smoldering on the ground.
I don't like this. I don't like it one bit.
How much health have you got left, Tronald?
I have 5 HP left.
Shit.
Now it's Dalter's turn again. He loads his crossbow before releasing the bolt. It hurtles towards you with a 12 to hit.
That misses me, Joe.
Nice. Now it's your turn, dude.
Okay, can I determine where the altered synthetic residuum is being held?
You can give it a shot, buddy. Roll an intelligence check.
That's an 18.
You delve deep into your memories, sifting through the events that transpired, searching for any clue about the handling of the residuum. Then it dawns on you. During the short rest, Rick had discreetly taken the precious material from Dalter, his actions barely noticeable amidst the group's discussions.
I want to run up to Rick and try to grab the altered synthetic residuum from him.
What's the play here, Tronald?
Abandoning your typical spellcasting strategy, you surge forward with newfound determination, closing the distance between you and Rick in mere moments. I'm going to need you to roll a contested strength check for me. Rick rolled a 13.
Huh.
What's funny, dude?
You wouldn't get it.
I rolled a 6, Joe, but I'm going to use another one of my luckies to re-roll that. Yes, that's a 16.
Awesome. Following a brief but intense struggle, you emerge triumphant, wrenching the synthetic residuum from Rick's grasp.
Okay, now I want to use my bonus action to shove the residuum in his mouth and activate it.
Whoa, hold up, dude. I can't let you do that, I'm afraid. You've already used your action to grapple the residuum.
I want to fucking choke him with it. Oh, shit. So that's an interesting idea, too, like a contested strength check. They're trying to wrestle something out of somebody else's hand. You can remember that. And we just, put that in the back pocket for later. That might come in handy.
Off Rick, and I gave you the intelligence check for free to discern where it was.
Okay, well, how about you let me cast the cantrip message as a bonus action?
Yeah.
I'll say this. I'll let you roll an Arcana check to see whether you can muster the power to be able to channel the energy needed to use message as a bonus action, seeing as you haven't cast a spell this turn.
You are indeed a generous god, Joe. That's a 16 total.
Channeling your concentration, you manipulate the threads of the arcane, bending them to your command. In a remarkable display of skill, you hasten the process that would typically require a longer duration, achieving your desired result. What do you do with the message?
1 second, I need to tell Gordon something.
Whoa, dude, Rar's unconscious. You can't communicate with him.
I don't mean to be that guy, but I like to think that someone can, in fact, send a message to someone who is unconscious. Just the unconscious person cannot reply. But this is your call, Joe.
You know what? I'll allow it. Consider me intrigued to what you're planning over there, Tronald, and if it doesn't work, well, it's only going to be a TPK, so no pressure.
Okay. Okay, then that's my turn.
Okay, then it's your turn, Rar. Roll a death saving throw for me.
Fuck, that's a 3.
Okay, so I use my last lucky on Rar's death save.
Here we go. Shit, I'm sorry, Tronald. I rolled an 18.
Well, in that case, I suppose now is as good of a time for any to use this. I used my portent 20, Joe.
Holy shit, Tronald, you kept that quiet?
A great magician never spills all his secrets.
Wow, that's amazing, dude. I totally forgot you rolled that after your long rest back at the tavern. In that instant, an electrifying surge of life courses through your veins, Rar. The once distant brink of death is pushed back as the revitalizing energy floods your being, restoring your vitality just enough to keep you standing with a mere one-hit.
Tronald Rump just fucking saved Gordon Ramsay. You gotta be kidding me.
Fuck yes.
I jumped to my feet, Joe, and I charged towards the bastard. I quickly grab the residuum from Tronald's hand as I spin around and force it down Rick's throat.
Oh shit. Rick's going to roll a wisdom save against this to see if the effect takes hold. Damn, I'm sorry, dude. That plan was absolutely incredible, but he rolled a 19 on his save.
Not on your life. I used my last portent to make that saving throw a 5.
You absolute goat.
As you forcefully push the blue crystal into Rick's mouth, for a moment, nothing seems to happen. But as Tronald manipulates the very threads of fate, you begin to notice a faint glimmer of light emerging from Rick's throat. With every ounce of strength you have left, you deliver a powerful kick, sending him reeling backwards. Just as he stumbles away, an awe-inspiring explosion of brilliant blue light erupts from deep within him. The sheer magnitude of the blast leaves you breathless. With 33 points of damage, Rick's form begins to convulse and distort grotesquely. His body seems to fight against the overwhelming power of the crystal, struggling to maintain its very existence. In a final, spectacular moment, his dark figure shatters into countless particles of dust and radiant light, as if the malevolent core of his being has been utterly cleansed and purified.
That was fucking excellent, Tronald.
Hey, don't give me all the credit. I couldn't have done it without you, buddy.
I'm not going to lie, I didn't see a way out of that. From this day forth, in my eyes, you will be recognized as Tronald the Magnificent.
Incredible. That was hands down some of the most brilliant and cunning strategy I've ever witnessed during a game. Tronald, Rar, and Saxaron, you truly have earned this victory.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Well done to all of you, and that is where we will pick up next session.
Wait a minute now, what about fucking Meth Man over here? Oh, shit. That's good though, man. That's really cool. The AI is becoming quite uncanny these days. But yeah, dude, highly recommend the AI guy and the AI D&D campaign 1 featuring Joe Rogan, Trump, and Elon. You gotta be fucking shitting me. It's cool, man. Some super cool shit. It's amazing how good it is at the descriptions and stuff. I don't know how it gets that to fucking happen, but that is really cool. Anyway, y'all. It's getting on 3 in the morning, so I figure I'm probably gonna have to call it here. So, what I will suggest to you, because I am incapable of doing an honest raid, is that we head over to Abe Dinkus. He's apparently on, what? Mortal Kombat! With, what's his face? The bear. Shit, I fucking forget. Speakeasy, that's it. Verbal combat with Speakeasy. So, wish Abe all the best with that. And I hope he pulls out a victory, man. But y'all head over there. Norwegian Dan's in the mods. Scott Hotvid, Mr. Fista's already over there. Octavius is hanging out. So yeah, y'all head over to Abe Dinkus for me. Tell him who sent you. And I reckon I'll get y'all on the next one, man. We're gonna do D&D again on Sunday, so don't miss that. And we'll be hanging out again on Wednesday as well next week. So if I don't see you in between, I wish you well and many cheers. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you all next time.